They
They
traveled with the tree, I
yeah.
think.
So they brought this thing here?
No, it brought them. They follow it.
Why did it decide to set on the moon well on top of all things?
Don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out.
I mean, why did we try to walk in? Well, me excluded. Why did we try to walk into one?
Maybe there's some other sorcery at work. Well, regardless, there are. It seems that the tree has spawned some other creatures that are terrorizing the countryside. I saw a military convoy that was enthralled um, on my way back here. I'm not sure if there are any survivors, but I didn't feel confident enough to go in by myself and try to help.
Like, what do you mean enthralled? Like they were like plant people, or
No,
they?
there were like these. There are these plant creatures that seem to have, um, like with all their vines, like wrapped up all the convoy and everything was kind of like overgrown. It seemed like there was some sort of like spores in the air.
Oh, we killed a horse in a fight, and that happened to the horse. So those dudes might be dead.
Well, I mean, I think it's worth seeing if they're still alive, and then worst comes to worst, maybe they have. I mean, not to sound
Yeah,
morbid, profiting off of someone else's misfortune, but maybe they have materials we could use.
yeah. They probably do.
That's just me being pragmatic.
Well, I think our thought was they kill the tree, the centaurs are going to have a big fight amongst themselves.
Yeah, it's
So-
gonna be like a civil war situation here. So
The blood sacrifice is, of course, not really on the table.
no, not for us, anyways.
So
I mean, if
we're
they don't
gonna.
do it on the table, where would they do it?
Anyways, so the that leaves us with I guess just following Creed's lead about whatever's making the tree spooked.
Maybe. I mean, and what do the locals think about all this? The
They're
Vulcan
too
seems to
busy
be-
with
Yeah, they're too busy with finding their dead and getting their stuff back.
I mean,
and
do they
with
plan to stay here,
their-
or are they going to leave?
I asked one of the centaurs to try to at least keep the whole blood sacrifice thing from happening. Another one, well, I'm hoping that we can get it out of here and back before, one of them decides to try to firebomb the tree or worse. They have a lot of stuff that they'll need to do to get everything ready, so I don't think that it's imminent. At least I
When
hope not.
when Morgan says firebomb the tree, I'm just gonna look over at her, give her a side eye.
She's not going to have any reaction because that's a different character.
I know. I'm just saying in general, whenever someone mentions firebombing a tree, he's gonna be like,
Are there are there any other factions embroiled in this conflict?
So
Not
part
me.
of the centaurs that are wanting to destroy the tree include another group led by somebody centaur from a different clan, and then of course our friends over here, and she'll motion to the lupine, or they're not exactly fond of the tree considering how it completely flooded their home. The kobolds over there, though, it seems more like they're trying to just profit what they can out of this situation. At least that's what we heard about the one that we saw earlier.
Wait, where did they come
way
from, and how
back.
did they even get a ship here?
Well, they were already here when we got here.
Yeah, the kobolds were here when we arrived.
Sorry,
Oh.
out of character. Lee, does the new body of water that appeared connect to any of the rivers? I just didn't see it in the world map, so I wasn't sure.
It is a large body of water, but it's not big enough to be registered on a continental level. The kobolds seem to be industrious and quickly building a shallow draft boat. It doesn't seem to be drafting any more than a few inches. The water of this lake is about 2 feet all around.
Okay, so it is a lake and it's not connected to any other bodies of water.
Yes. So what you see
Okay.
before you is the remnants of a small or a village, occasional roof chimney sticking out of the water. Most of it was subterranean burrows, so the flooding affected it direly. This new lake spans out over a great area, but in the center of it is a mound of earth, and rising from that is the Eldrin, the Wandering Tree.
Okay. Okay, so the kobolds back in character. So the kobolds don't seem to be aligning with any of their factions currently.
Not that I know of, or not that we know of, rather. We haven't talked to them.
I don't really see them being. I mean, they might align with whoever would pay them most.
Yeah, that's probably what they do. They probably follow the money.
Well, I'm not sure. Seeing as you all have been in the Grove a little longer than I have, you are probably more well informed than I am. As far as time sensitivity goes, if there are any surviving people in that convoy, I would think they would need our aid sooner than later.
Yeah, probably.
But I will defer to the rest of the group as to what you think we should do.
I will say, I believe the plants that surrounded the dead horse and probably the troops. I'm pretty sure that. Hold on. Pretty sure that they consume whatever it is that they're holding on to.
Is it instant though?
It was pretty fast. Yeah, we should give it a look. I mean, you got that stone thingy, Creed. You should be able to use it against those things.
Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, they look like a military convoy, so maybe they have weapons or other supplies that we could glean from their remains. Boz will nervously look over to the centaurs wandering around the grove and say, "It seems like we only, in case things go south here, we'll need to be pretty well armed to handle these centaurs."
That's if we decide to continue to interfere. After all, this is more of curiosity's sake on our own.
Anywho,
You mean the convoy? Caravan that is captured by the tree. Are you talking about that?
yes.
Ah, yes. Maybe they have 2 more days to live at this point.
Oh, is that the convoy that you were a part of?
Pretty much.
I mean, what do you think? Would you like us to go back there and help your allies?
Yes.
Does anyone object?
Sounds good to me.
Well, let's make haste. Something tells me that this tree isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and it'll be here when we get back.
Yeah, it'll probably, well, I don't know, man. These centaurs seem kind of hell bent on burning the fucker down, so.
Well,
Something
if we
tells me that it
decide-
won't be as easy as they think it is.
Probably not.
If we decide to leave and assist, I say we should at least take some time to stock up on and replenish our supplies.
Well, I don't know how much of those you're gonna find in a completely drowned out town. Most
Yeah.
of the people here probably need whatever they got.
Yeah.
But we can take a look around. We got at least we don't have to leave right this minute.
I mean,
You want to be prepared.
what is there to prepare?
Well, if the sorcerer wants to prepare something, then it's whatever they need. I'm pretty much ready to go whenever.
Well, my blade dulls by the second.
If you need to stock up on stuff, we've seemed to have made pretty good friends with Phil and his group. So they might have some stuff that they could give you. Might want to ask.
It's like a short rest. You could probably. We had one before when you weren't here, so you could probably take one.
Oh, I
as
am
part
good.
of-
I'm
I
good.
was talking to Ember.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you after the gun battle yesterday and returning to camp, you returned during the evening, and the events to date, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, so you did get a short rest in.
All right. You know what? I'll choke down a potion of healing before we leave.
You out of hit die?
It's quicker than hit die. It's
Which is
healing.
why it's more valuable when you don't have a chance to use hit die.
I suppose I'll use hit die.
As you prepared for your expedition, you see thunder clouds growing in the distance and can hear it rolling overhead. The clouds are moving in your direction. The weather is changing to a light wind and thunder and lightning. So that will affect spells. That's a good point. So you can add a d6 to that as well. So gathering your forces, once again, you make your way in the direction of the plants, towards the center of what used to be the Volpine village, and where the stranded convoy, sighted by both Skimmet and Baz, lies. But knowing the path and having traversed it, you are aware of the dangers. Baz,
All right.
go ahead and make a survival check. You can do survival or nature,
Okie doke.
as well as you, Shemet.
Oh, do
Survival?
you have? I forget. Our bardic inspiration dies finite.
They get him back on a short rest.
I won't bother using it then. It's all good.
I'm just rolling regular survival, correct?
Yeah.
14.
Okay. Baz, since
I rolled.
you got a 16, you would be aware of this area, that you did notice that there were some active plant monsters that They appeared to be something in the water. You didn't really get a good look at it, but they were all smaller or medium in nature. Nothing too huge, nothing really small. But there definitely will be creatures. And the path that you're taking them along has the fewest of them.
Nice.
Okay. So as you make your way, you come to a particularly treacherous part, swampy in nature. You can see a few of these creatures out in the open milling about. These are... You saw some of these at the convoy, Boz and Schmidt, and... But these are not the creatures that you originally saw while you were scouting this area last, Boz. Go ahead and place your tokens on the southern or the south, right down here. And the goal is to make it to the other side of the swamp. I'll put a little marker so we know when we're done. Over here.
All right. Let's see.
Do they know that we're here? Do they seem like aware or sentient things?
They are not sentient, but they are ambulatory. They do react to the world around them. And at this moment, you can hear the din of fighting as two figures struggle against one of these creatures.
Where?
First one, just across the little ravine, is a Fey-touched person.
Earthton?
Person
Oh, I was like, what?
with flowers in her hair and tannish skin. And the second is another tiefling. And I will grab his arch.
We haven't met another tiefling yet in this campaign. I've been the only one so far.
Who is, and they are both currently engaged with this creature right here. So we are going to roll initiative and see how this unfolds.
Oh boy.
So, Cheesy, and Promo, those are your two characters.
Okay.
And
Um,
Oh, I forgot to click on my token first.
I'm rolling high on the initiative today, boys.
Unnamed got their name taken away. Lost your name privileges.
I don't remember it going away. I've still been going by. I've been going by Dirk in whenever we're in company, but otherwise he just doesn't.
There also his name has gone to his head. Just so you know.
I forgot to-
Seriously?
I forgot to click on my token.
it's okay. Go ahead and just change
I
your
need to add it.
initiative to what you need it to be.
It's not on there yet, though.
Okay.
Unless I.
That's 9. You rolled a 9.
Yeah.
See it in the chat.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay. And got so Cheese and Promo, you need to roll initiative for your characters.
Okay.
So just click on your character token and then open up your character sheet and then click the word initiative. And I will go get some music. play.
As the bard pulls out his
Oh, shit.
one-handed lute and begins to pluck along.
Okay.
With magic drums.
Where do I go to do that? I'm so perplexed.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know where to go. Where you said click on the character?
Yeah, click on the token,
Token.
and then you click and you go to your character sheet. Once you click on your token, and then click initiative, and it'll roll your initiative.
I see a gear and I see a weird little orb.
Yeah.
Oh, just click on the token and then open up your character sheet.
You can also go to the like newspaper looking thing to get to the journal, and then under PCs probably is that where they're?
Yeah, under PCs.
And click on character.
Yeah. And then the initiative.
I don't even see cheeses on here.
I don't see mine.
It's okay. I'm just gonna add you manually this time.
Okay.
Boop. And boop. And we'll just give you some initiative. 18 and 15. And turn. And 15. Oops. And descending. So top of the order is Morgan. So you see these two figures. A woman with flowers in her hair, another man with horns in his hair, kind of duking it out with this thing. So you can decide which ones you'd like to ally with.
And do you want to help?
Oh god.
They are
Okay,
70 feet from you.
Kill, remember.
And is going through the water.
That is difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain.
Yeah, it's
okay.
the same as at the lake. It's about 2 feet deep.
So I'll get here.
Okay,
cunning
as you make
action.
your way through the water, you see a surge erupt as a creature lunges for you.
Okay.
The seaweed extracts again.
Let's bring you up. Come on up to the front layer, my friend.
Murloc. All right.
And
Murloc
it is
Arrow.
going to make an attack against you. And this one comes up as well. And only moves 10 feet, 15 feet. 11, does it hit?
No.
Okay, so both of you, everybody on land, you see these two creatures made of twisting reeds and vines leap up out of the water like it's Swamp Thing or something. One, his whole body turns into a cylinder of reeds and tries to pile drive down into Morgan, and she's able to high noon roll her way out of what would have been a sticky situation, McCreed style. So you can continue moving if you like.
I'm out of movement, so
Can you bonus action dash?
I can, but it'll be. Well, did it use its reaction to attack me? I guess.
Yeah, it was an attack opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, then I will cunning action dash to continue moving.
Okay. And- Cheese, what is your character's name?
Sai.
Sai?
Sai, yes.
I most definitely spelled it wrong.
FAI.
Okay, and I'll change that. And promo. What is your character name?
Kyo.
Oh,
K-I-O.
you already got it in there. Nice.
Yeah.
And then I just enable it. I like these monosyllabic names. What was Thai? It was
No, Sai.
Sai.
S-
FAI.
AI. Oh, okay.
like the pokey stick.
All right, so you guys can see the names now.
Yes.
All right, Morgan. Sorry to interrupt your turn once again. What would you like to do?
Okay, and then she'll pull her revolver and fire at the plant
Okay.
monster.
All right.
And that was a 12.
12 hits.
It does.
And 19. And you can roll sneak
yeah,
attack
sneak
if you like. Okay. Oh, you put that thing on the ground. Sai, Kyo, as you are grappling with this creature that just lurched out of the undergrowth, you hear the barking fire of a revolver, almost deafening, going off near your ear. You think it's like, she must be right next to me, and then you look over and she's more than 30 feet away. That's how loud it is. And at the same time, the plant monster that was in front of you, it's just like it got hit by a freight truck, like a freight train. It was standing there, then poof, its midsection just turned into mulch and was launched all over the ground, the two halves falling in separate pieces. The creature as a whole no longer moving.
Fucking hell, couldn't kill.
Okay, so Sai, it's your turn. So you can move around. You can use your action to speak. What would you like to do?
I will use.
Let me frame it just a little bit more. As you see this woman, smoking revolver in hand, skin a little bit pale, you see two other monsters behind her, made of plant twisting reeds, lurching after her.
I yell out, behind you.
Okay. So she is, because you told her what was going on, she can't get surprise attacked by them. So, Dirk, you're up.
I'm going to move forward, and with kind of like a careless gesture, he's going to target the one in front of him, and again attempt to shred the thing mentally.
I agree.
Sorry about that. That was my brother. He just got into town.
Understandable.
You mind sliver the creature? Okay,
The
so
one closest.
good choice. You realize that their intellect is frail. These things' brains are like putty in your hand. They're like putty. And the invasive energy rends their consciousness. Kyo, you're up. Did you want to? I'm sorry, Kyo. Dirk, did you want to move bonus action?
I moved a little bit forward, but that's all I wanted to do.
Okay. Kyo, you're up. You see these two creatures advancing.
How far is the one that wasn't mind melded?
From you, the
Correct.
mind melded one is 75. The other is 100.
Okay. So I guess he just fucking lobs an arrow at him.
Okay. Is that a short bow?
It is a short bow. Yeah.
Okay. So the closest one.
The furthest one, the
All
one
right.
that
That's a
wasn't
disadvantage.
mind-melded.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
And any movement? I can move your character if it's inconvenient for you.
No, I'm not gonna move really.
Okay.
There's no point.
So Schmidt, you're up. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage for that short bow.
Okay. Oh shit.
Schmidt?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the disadvantage shot. Should I?
Go ahead. I'll sort that out after it's rolled.
Okay, so I'm gonna see these two things blocking our path towards our new comrades. Maybe I'll start clearing the way. I'm gonna focus fire on this first, pulling out my pistol and shoot. Nope.
Okay, so a second. Not as loud as the first pistol, but equally deadly. The bullet, Morgan, you actually hear the whining of a ricochet as it zings past you, skipping off the surface of the water.
Another one.
Okay, so this guy's firing in this direction. That one hits.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna get Champa to stick on him.
Okay.
Which, there's two of them.
Oh, you just removed Champa?
No, there's another one.
Oh, I'm
here.
sorry. Yeah, I put him there by accident, or unnecessarily.
Okay, so bonus action. It acts on the end of my turn, and he
Okay,
moves here and follows
Suffix,
and
you're
tries
next up.
to rend it. Rend, verse.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
And he actually had exactly 4 hit points. So you see this steel canine, almost raptor-like, lunging forward, and it just punches through this creature, leaving nothing but debris as it lunges through it, destroying it completely. Suffix, you're up.
All right. Let's see.
I have no idea
Right.
if I hit or not.
So.
If you click your weapon in on the character sheet, it will roll for the.
I have no character sheet whatsoever.
Go ahead and roll the d20 and just add your stat.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'll just use vicious mockery against this. Whoop, wrong tool. This guy here.
Oh my gosh. These things, they have no willpower. It just looks at its mighty hands and it sees a flash of its past life of raising young Vulpine pups, of sitting down at the hearth, and it knows its memories are its own, but it feels alien in its own body. It is currently in an existential crisis.
You succeeded into the next rest.
Oh,
All
Promo,
right.
you got a. Anything else, Suffix?
No, I'll go and end my turn there.
Okay, so Promo, you got a 12 plus what I assume would be 3 for your dexterity, and then another 3 for your proficiency. So that would have brought you up to 18. That is a hit. And go ahead and roll 1d6.
Okay. And that's a 1d6
Plus 3.
plus 3.
Boz, you're next up.
No.
Nice. 4.
I nicked it on the arm.
Okay, Boz, as you react to what is happening around you, you see motion in the tree next to your right. A small creature drawn to the noise of gunfire, gunshots, ventures forward and launches needles out of, raises its it's like sinewy wood. It raises this up and does nothing because it doesn't have a ranged attack.
Psych.
Yeah, I fooled you, huh?
This thing drops out of the tree and gives you the hand.
Okay.
So all these creatures are different, but they all seem like they are spawned from the tree or nature infused in some way.
Yes, I would assume so.
Just to finish its beat, once it realizes it can't attack, it goes to a nearby gnarled tree and lays into it and becomes completely indistinguishable from it.
Oof.
So
I didn't know melting the tree was the spell.
Boz, you're up.
Wait, I'll look back and be like, that was weird. And then pull out my bow to fire at the creature to my left. Use a bonus action to take aim with my Kensei shot and fire at it. Let's see here.
Alright, let's see if you can end it in one round. It is looking bloodied. It's looking sappy. So 10
then
points.
And I'll fire again.
Okay. That's another hit.
Ignore the second damage roll, but yeah.
So it'd be 13.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, you hear a thunk as arrows sink into the wet reeds. The creature loses its form completely and then dissipates into the water.
And then I'll yell quickly, we need to cross. And then, I forget, do I have improved movement at level 6? When does Monk get improved movement across water?
I think it's 7.
It might be 7. I'm looking right now. Womp womp. 9.
Oh, 9. And with that, we're out of initiative.
Oh, great. The other creatures haven't noticed us yet.
You that one noticed you, but didn't want to cross the water to get to you and returned to hiding. Also, as the gunshots were ringing out, it seemed like the noise was muffled by the ever-present rolling thunder. So because there is a thunderhead overhead right now, lightning spells will do a little bit more damage, and thunder effects that draw attention to you are currently muted.
Noted. I will beckon the party along to our destination and say to the two new adventurers, come with me if you want to live.
Okay, as you guys are all crossing, you see ripples moving across the water here and here, tailing you as you make your way across. And they kind of continue up the side of the creek for a little bit as you are moving.
I'll be holding my bow to fire.
Okay, the held action.
Yeah.
Nice, smart.
I'll holster my revolver, but I'll get my whip ready in case something comes out of the water.
Yeah, I'll pull my sword as well, just in case.
Io most likely does not notice the ripples in the water, does he? Or do you want me to?
Everybody notices it. They are not hiding themselves.
Looks
So
like we have quite a few guests in this area.
This is probably very alarming for the two of them. Just 5 people come running towards them.
Yes.
Now circling us.
So Sally and Kyo, these 5 strangers, a motley crew, if there has ever been, have arrived just as you were about to be overwhelmed by these plant monsters. You were both out here on matters of your own, but were overwhelmed by the influx of these creatures finding familiar terrain now alien with the recent changes, and what used to be welcoming verdant land now swarming with creatures. It's familiar yet strange. So go ahead, Sal. Kyo, go ahead, and if you'd like to introduce your characters to us. Sal, would you like to go first?
Yes.
Sai?
Sai. Yes. Sai is a Fey-touched elf who is just a wanderer. Really, she's trying to spread joy and happiness and bring happiness in like everybody's lives. She has purplish blue skin, big blue eyes with golden specks in them, a pink rose crown on her head. She usually has flowers braiding her hair, but they all fell out, so she only has the crown right now. She's very bubbly, very kind and motherly. She always has a bright smile on her face, and she always has colorful clothes on.
Okay.
Yes.
So after seeing these adventurers blow this creature away that was harassing you, how would you greet them?
Thank you so much for saving us. We were just I bumped into this tiefling. He doesn't really like me because I talk so much. So I'm grateful for you coming in and helping us. Yes.
Bison, your mic's echoing, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you for catching that. So, Kai, how is it? Is it Koi?
Kyo.
Kyo? I mispronounce names often, so it takes me a while. You'll just have to be patient with me.
He's not the best one.
Kyo, you see the same thing, these people coming over. Would you like to describe your character, and how would you greet them?
Appreciate the help and good shot. So I would hope that the target will be a little bit further away from me next time. I'm Kyo, Tiefling, ex-con artist, but we can brush past that for now on the matter of you saving us.
Well, we all got different types of pasts here, so ain't bothering me. She'll take a look around. Do you have any more in your party, or is it just you two?
I was wandering here. I found her, helped her out a little bit with this ruffian. If whatever you would call this thing. What are these things anyway?
Yeah.
We don't know. They've just kind of showed up as of late.
I don't know, some kind of monster.
Well,
Shrug.
We think it has something to do with the wandering tree that sat down nearby.
There's a wandering tree that sits.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
News to me.
Well, normally it wanders, but
Nope. Either way, I appreciate the help. What are y'all doing here?
fixing the tree problem.
Yeah, so
Research.
what we were doing. So she'll look over at Schmidt and then back at them. They don't look particularly military, so they're not part of your convoy.
Not at all.
Well, I guess
Okay,
we still
good.
got that to do too. We were just passing through what is this, a swamp now?
Oh, is that? I assume that thing's still on the ground, right?
All
No, I'm
two pieces of it.
Split in half.
yeah. I'm gonna take the thing and do the thing with the thing for the life energy.
Okay, holding the gemstone rod in your hand, you feel that there is no draw to this now dead creature.
Hmm.
And then you hear a voice whisper quietly in your ear, "Read the handout notes," as if carried by the wind.
Let's see, where is it?
Kyo just hides the object in the one individual's hand.
It's under equipment and Kyoko.
Found it. Yeah.
And while Creed is experimenting with this device, which I actually do really like you do, Creed, like trying new things, you see one of those reed monsters surface for a little bit, and then kind of stagger around randomly, and then submerge. It didn't display much intent or purpose. And a few moments later, same thing with a spiny-looking plant creature on the other side of the bank. Just kind of like it was buried under the earth, and it got up, moved around a little bit, and then burrowed once again.
I like how you have Raul under mercenaries. That's not entirely off brand for where I want him to be at one point.
Well, there's no time like the present. Let's get going. We can do more formal instructions back at the camp, but we are here on a mission, are we not?
Well, what are you going to do with these people?
I suppose we can bring him with us.
Well,
I
if
do
they
not
wanna-
mean to anyone.
I mean, no, the more the merrier, I guess.
I mean, why are they here in the first place?
Same reason we are, just kind of wandering around.
Sai would be like, I got lost, so I just wandered around and found him.
Well, where were you heading before you got lost?
Pretty much anywhere. I usually just wander around and find people to spread happiness to. I mean, I get lost very easily, so it's not hard for me to lose my bearings, honestly.
She'll nod and walk forward, I guess, to start looking around at the other plant life there, and then she'll look back and go, well, I guess if you're not really heading in anywhere in particular, you're never lost.
That is true. Yeah.
I didn't mean anything bad by that. That was just a observation.
Out of character, just him speaking, he said whenever he said that is true, just seeing the owl image come up, it's just really funny seeing that face say that.
Sai, you want to join me in the lobby?
Yes.
So I was thinking, since your character's kind of a free spirit, there's this big regional concert known as Firefox, and it takes place in a village like this, a ways away, but kind of in the same region. And it's like a big festival, like big hippie festival, where like people and artists come in from all over the world to like perform and have a good time.
Okay.
So maybe she could have been on her way to that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. All right. Thank you.
You just see the owl
happened?
start to move.
Welcome back.
So Sai speaks up and she's like, I was actually heading towards the Firefox Festival in some nearby village. I was heading there, but this happened, and
Was it one of the groves?
one of the
Was it-
what?
One of the groves. Was it Eldrin or Fireroot? Fireroot?
Firefox.
Hey, Safix, what's this Firefox Festival?
What?
Do you know about this Firefox Festival that she's trying to get to? Sounds like something your people would do.
Would I know about this?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
Do you want to go to
Yeah.
the lot? Oh,
Yeah. We'll go to the lobby real quick.
so Firefox, it came up a little bit last time, and it's a big hippie jam at Fireroot Grove. They have-
Okay, so it's basically Woodstock.
Yeah, it's Woodstock for furries. No, I mean, but I mean, like everybody's invited. It's just like the
Yeah.
one time when people stop being assholes to one another. It's like Christmas but with music.
Okay.
Okay.
Something that only they'd know that we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what that is. I've been there a couple of times. It's this big festival that they have once a year.
Is it in Eldrin? Or in your home grove?
It was in Fireroot, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's in Fireroot.
Oh, yeah, that's Fireroot's the other direction there, Missy.
Oh well. Okay.
At least I think it's the other direction.
I'm not exactly certain if your festival will go over well. After all, many of them are currently dealing with issues.
Well, I don't think Fireroot's having any issues. It's just Eldrin that's being currently flooded.
True, but Fireroot has sent assistance down here, have they not?
I don't know. I don't think I asked. It would make sense if they have, but I don't know if
Might
they have.
to some of the other Volpine, yeah, because they're both like Volpine encampments.
Yeah.
Well, we're heading out of here.
Yeah,
I guess you can feel free to join us until you need to head off in that direction.
Yeah. We're trying to help the tree out with something. It was scared of something off in this direction, so I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Sai asked, what tree are you talking about?
The big one over. Can we see the tree from here?
Yes.
That big tree over there. I'll point to the wandering tree. It's normally it wanders around, but it's scared of something. Scared it, and it's just kind of plopped down. So I don't try to figure that out.
Ah, okay. Wandering tree. That is odd.
Yeah, there's a bunch of centaurs over there that follow it around. You can ask them when we get back through. If you join us when we get back over there, you can ask them about it.
Okay.
Just know they are a warrior tribe, so some of them might try to fight you.
Then I won't ask them. I'll be good. I won't ask them. I'm not. Yeah.
You won't have to. They'll just walk up and be like, "Want to fight?"
I would lose terribly.
I was woken up by one. He almost died.
So as you stand on this small island exchanging pleasantries, you see more and more creatures starting to stir, as if your presence here is agitating them, as if you are an affront to their existence.
We should probably get out of here.
I agree. Best not to have too much of a swarm attack. Individually, not great threats, but in numbers, very difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
How big of a jump between like these two? Like, is it like are the rocks there? Do they go up really high, or
The rocks rise up between 2 and 3 feet. They are manageable to jump across, but you do realize that they are with striking distance if there's one of those creatures nearby.
Okay. Well, I think she'll point out that maybe the way that she's thinking of going is up here, and then over this way, because there seems to be about the same amount here as if trying to traverse there. So it just seems like it's forward movement to go that way.
Okay, so for your long jump, you can jump your strength. So if you have 13 in strength, you can jump 13, but you need a 20 foot or 10 foot run up.
Oh, okay. So I'll get up here though, and in my bag, I will grab one of the rocks that I might like throw into one of the trash cannons, and I'm just going to try to toss it in the water, like over this way.
Okay. So as you do that, one of them surfaces, and another one surfaces, and they both start heading in that direction. It's almost like somebody wanted to ambush you or something.
I think we're getting too smart for you, Lee.
And then they both go underwater. And then 12 come up right beneath Creed and drag him underground. You never see him again.
But I'm on land, though.
Yep. Well, they're land plant monsters now.
Oh.
Yep.
Anyways, now she'll take a running jump to try to get over to the other side.
Okay. What's your strength score?
It is 15.
Oh, perfect. So, nimbly, you make your way across the rocks, and without missing a step, you're able to land squarely in the position. You do kind of land on the steep surface of it, and you slide down a little bit. You bring your hands up, and you're able to grab the top of the rock and shimmy over with no problem.
You know what? I'll do that as well. I'll climb up the rock and jump to there.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm just going to ready my whip in case he makes a loud enough sound that something comes out and starts to attack us.
Crack that bit. And Creed's strength score is 15.
15. Yep.
All right. So after you see those two people make the jump, you realize that you can make the jump as well if you have a strength score of at least 15.
Oh no.
Sorry, Lee. I realized my thing didn't roll. If you want to put me back into initiative, unless you were using the same initiative as before.
We may or may not use the initiative, so we'll just go ahead and roll your initiative now. Oh, I see. You're 22. Yeah, that's fine.
Unless you wanted to use the same one as before, I didn't know if that was the intent.
We're gonna stick with the same initiative for this map.
Okay. Well, I had 8 before then.
Okay. I mean, either way, it's fine. But I'll just change it to 8 because
Yeah.
reasons, I guess. Okay. So how are the rest of you negotiating this watered hazard?
I mean, I can jump across the rocks. I'm not sweating that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're a monk. You can jump across the trees. Jumping across rocks is nothing for a monk.
I can get to right behind Mordai.
Okay. So as you leap across, the toes of your boots get a little wet, but it's nothing more than a mild inconvenience. So one by one, you guys are able to make your way across. You do see stirring in the water to the left and right as the distraction from the rock toss was some time ago. See things moving in this direction. And the current does pick up in between the two rocks. And if a person were to fall in completely, they may be swept into the larger body of water. Also, as you guys make your way over, these shamblers may have spotted you. They have a passive perception of 8. So they are not the most attentive creatures, but you are in direct line of sight. So go ahead and roll stealth, group stealth, for Morgan, Mordai, and Boz.
Group stealth. All right. See.
So if oh, that passes. I don't even think Boz can fail this one actually because it's 8. And Creed, that's a disadvantage too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Here, let me.
Can I give him guidance?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
So add a D4 to that. You guys have
D4.
actually already passed. This is just for the narrative.
So 8.
Well, you would have passed it. You would have passed anyway because you got a 9.
Yeah.
The 2 rolls.
So what kind of inspiration thing did you share with him for your guidance? Did you like cheer him on or what?
Just nudges him.
I was like, don't screw this up.
You don't screw this up. Like, don't step on the blast shroom.
Or I saw him about to like fall into the water, and so I kicked him onto the shore.
Okay, so these two creatures are still just staggering around. They don't even know you're there because they got 8 perception.
Unnamed kind of as they're doing this sees them drifting around, and the 2 new party members, the ones who just kind of recently saw them, sees a rock or 2 just literally float up into the air, float over the river, and just kind of plunk in a couple times.
Oh, that's a big one too, like a big 5-pound rock you lifted up.
He's like very occasionally just picking up something decently sized and
Okay.
moving it far as he can manage to keep
Where are you dropping
distractions.
them?
And he's moving it
Where are you dropping them?
mostly
Oh, right
like
over there.
around here.
Okay. So you see 2 the ripples coming over from the eastern side and moving in between the rocks, and then a third one out here, and another one right here, and they're all kind of like kind of around the rock. One of them, you drop a rock in, and it comes up out of the water and swats at it as it splashes down, and then kind of like staggers around a little bit.
Schmidt would like to mount Chomper and try to cross the river.
Okay. And Chomp. Oh wow. Okay, so Chomper with Schmidt on Chomper's back. I'm just gonna move your token if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, to front, and we'll put you right here in tandem. So Schmidt hops aboard, this robotic ally and riding him with a purposeful grace, he, like the others, is able to vault from the top of the rocks near the opposite shore, the hind legs of the creature splashing down, but only superficial, not enough to get any more than ankle deep. And I need you both to roll stealth as you land.
I have disadvantage. Okay, that fails already.
Okay. And Chompers?
Give me a sec.
You can give him guidance too, Boss,
Sure.
as he lands. Okay.
He's better than me.
Okay, so Ty goes winner. So you guys acted as a group stealth, so you were able to pass. Good job. And a D4, so that would have been 6, 7. Yeah, that pushed you over. Oh man, I guess they're just gonna wander the other direction. How did they? How did they even get Kyo and the rest of you guys? Dirk, Sophics, Kyo. If you have above 15, you can just automatically make it over. We won't have to narrate it. But
So-
if you don't have 15 strength, or let's just say the minimum is 14. If you don't have 14, then you know you will land right in the middle of that creek and have to make a saving throw or be washed out into the center of that
So-
little river.
Yeah, I have an 8, so
Hold on.
I have a 10. I think
I
all
have
of our physical characters with high enough scores went first.
Yeah, all the people that couldn't
I-
make the jump were like, "What's
No.
taking you so long?"
I can make it, but Kyo will go up to the rocks and grab out the pittance and the rope that he has and pitch it into the wedge of these two rocks. I can't mark them, but
Okay.
the rock he's currently right
So
near.
Kyo
Yeah,
goes
right there.
up to this rock, and Morgan, you see him drive a piton into the rock, pounding the hammer. You see several ripples approaching to here, and then he throws a rope over to you. What do you do? Maxine, did we lose you?
Oh, sorry, I had ended up muting. Sorry. Yeah, I'll grab it with my free hand, and then I'll look over
Then
at
I
the
shoot
ripples in
Kyo
the
in
water.
chest. Yeah, and the intensity has increased greatly. The pounding has drawn them towards the rock, but nothing has surfaced.
Every turn.
oh, that's good.
I'm going to be casting Detect Thoughts.
Okay, you feel
To
4 minds pressing in around you.
Okay, and the moment they become aggressive, I want to alert everyone.
Okay,
I guess
usually
I'll
it-
just hold.
usually
Oh,
it's
go
the
ahead.
screaming that alerts everybody, but that'll work too.
Well,
just-
it's this way. This way, it's instead of reacting when they start to attack, he can react the moment they even start to think about attacking.
Oh, that's nice.
So
It's like precog.
yeah, it's
I see.
basically,
I
it-
didn't understand
that
what
point-
you're doing, so that's clever.
because the moment the thought of aggression enters their head, I'll be able to immediately alert everyone.
Okay, Baz, you want to go back to the shore? And Morgan, sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead.
It's okay. I'll cast a message,
Mhm.
and I'll send that over to Boz, and I'll be like, the hammer and it drew him over here. Could you try to
I don't know, make some noise over there and draw them away so I can get this situated.
Who
I
exactly did you
mean,
message?
they go down easily enough. Should we just kill them?
I mean, we could kill them.
And Boz will like raise his hands and shrug his shoulders,
We
I
could
mean,
like an
definitely-
I don't know
You could
kind of
just
fashion.
like, pull your arrow out and attack. Now I don't have a free hand, so
I mean, don't you have one? Don't you have a gun in one of your hands?
no, I don't. I have my whip in the other hand.
Oh, put your gun on the whip.
Whiplash.
No,
Pistol whip.
no, we are not turning this into a bad anime.
Just make a whip action pistol.
With action revolver.
A whip action revolver. You know they have single action, double action. Now they have a whip action.
Well, as Morgan stands there, rope in one hand, a shorter leather rope in the other. Kyo is waiting for some sort of action on her part, and Saul,
I guess.
Sai is what? Sai, what are you up to? Sai, Safix.
I know I can't make that.
That's
And
what I'm.
what are you doing? You're just standing there.
Um,
Oh wait, he lost internet.
Oh.
Yeah, he said he lost connection to like everything.
Ah.
So
Well, that brings us back to Morgan.
I don't know what. Well, what are you doing, Si?
well, I'm trying to figure out how I would get over there. I can't make that jump.
So the reason why Kyo is putting the rope there is so that the two people who can't make it over can have a way to get over.
Hmm.
Though he didn't say shit about it, that's kind of on him. He usually just does it.
She understands, but it's the sound that's causing the
Yeah,
Maybe.
so,
Yeah, sure.
I guess in that case she'll just look at Boz and then shrug and then pull out. I guess like she would have a hammer and the carpenter's tools that she has, right? So
yeah.
And I think I had some pittance for just using with the trash thrower. So
Oh, that'd be brutal.
I'll go ahead and
load the trash can in it with spikes, shoot them into the rocks. There you go.
hammer that in, and then if there's any rocks nearby me, or if it breaks off any rocks, I'll just take them and like throw them, like I don't know, in like this direction.
Okay. So by and large, you don't see much change. The small little pieces that you throw in don't seem to be distracting them with all this hammering between the two rocks. You are able to sink a solid piton into this boulder and cinch the rope up tight. Anybody can cross with making a DC 12 athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
A failure will result in falling into the water and being swept downstream.
All right. No pressure.
No, I mean, the downstream's not that far.
Ember just kind of, or Unnamed just kind of looks over everything, kind of nods, and says decently loudly, not too loudly, that they seem mostly attracted to the vibration, because the thunder's cutting out the sound. And he's going to once again heft something decently sized, and this time he's going to like place it halfway in the water and move it around a little bit before dropping it in. He's attempting to make
Where do you do it?
a decent amount of disturbance. This time he's planning on doing it like around here, so it's a little bit further
so
away.
Immediately after dragging around near the surface of the water, you see one of the vine creatures just like consume it, like whelm it completely. and then drag it underwater, disappearing instantly.
Okay.
Who's gonna go first?
Kyo's just gonna leap over the goddamn thing, because he can make it.
Well,
Okay.
I guess I'll cross it. I'll go up there.
Kyo, what's your strength?
My strength's a 15.
Okay, how did everybody end up with 15 strength? You're a rogue, for crimini's sake.
I probably should have put mine in intelligence, but I had put it in strength.
No, my dex is stupidly high, but my strength is still 15.
What is your strength?
Well, in my strength. Oh,
you sent me your PDF a little while ago.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
that I
everyone's-
disbelieve you. I'm just kind of curious.
Everyone's talking about their high scores, and I'm like, I literally have 10, 10, 11 in my physical stats.
You got
I have
13
the
in
most
strength.
average physical stats in the
No,
world.
the second PDF I sent you, because you said level 5.
Oh, and then you used an ASI to bump it up from 13 to 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you roll for your stats, or did you... You rolled?
It was the auto-generated.
Okay, because this is supposed to be standard array, and you have many stats.
Mhm.
So.
Should I fix that?
Yes.
Okay.
So it should be 8, 10, 12, 14, and 15. What am I missing? 13. And then as a tiefling, it'd be 2 to charisma, and then 1 to intelligence.
Yeah.
'Cause-
My charisma is 19,
With
because paladins use charisma. It's cast.
But we don't need to work that out now. We'll just work that out later. That's fine. I mean, you're doing your thing.
I'm in the PDF right now. I can change it.
Okay. Well, we'll just keep going with the narrative. Sai, you're up.
Okay.
How are you crossing the river without being swept downstream?
Well, there's a rope with a DC 12 acrobatics or athletics, and I mean, if she okay, I'll be quiet.
My dexterity is 12.
Oh, for this, you can use your a skill.
Oh. Skill.
Yes. So, what we would do is you would roll a d20, and then you can use your acrobatics or your athletics, and you have a +2 in acrobatics and a -1 in athletics. So,
So you can choose between those two. Which do you?
I'll use acrobatics.
okay.
Can I assist on the acrobatics since I'm proficient?
Yes. You can give her the help action.
Yeah. So I'll just if she starts to slip or something, I'll just kind of go forward and try to keep her from falling.
All right.
Okay.
So what your Morgan has done for you is she's offering to help you with this check. So
Okay.
she's going to give you assistance, and that means you get to roll twice and take the best of the 2 rolls.
Okay.
So you can do /roll
Yeah.
2d20, and then
So since
2d20
we're on roll
for
20, you have your character sheet open, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so just click on the word acrobatics.
Okay.
So that's a failure, but you have one more chance,
Okay.
and that's a failure.
Oh God.
It's just unfortunate that there wasn't anybody that could give you guidance or a bardic inspiration. So you see her fall into the water with a loud splash, and then
I shall help.
a little late for that.
Yeah, she already fell in.
Well, no, I'm gonna
And
run over to her and help her in the
1,
water.
2, 3, 4.
So quick question. They immediately out lunge towards her, correct?
Well, 2 things happen. 3 things happen. She falls in the water, splash. The current starts taking her downstream, and as she's being moved, they take opportunity attacks against her.
Oh no.
Okay, do they become visible as they do
Yes.
so?
These are all visible right
How many of us would have attacks of opportunity on them?
now. Boz would have
Or not attacks of
only
Okay, yeah.
Boz, because he was the one saying, I have an arrow knocked and ready to fire. He made a.
I mean, could I grab her and stop her from?
You can make a choice between shooting or grabbing her. What would you like to do?
I'll grab her.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Because, womp.
And since Creed and Keo are nearby, you can give him the help action.
Yeah, I'll give him the help.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah.
Oh, there she goes. It was a DC 12. So she gets washed downstream. The first one attacks, and that's a hit. You take 70. So you have. I'm just giving you 50 health right now, because we haven't gone through the complete level up, and that's just kind of the mean health for somebody your level.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is click on your portrait. You see that red bubble come up that says 50.
Yeah.
I want you to click on that, and then hit the minus sign, and then hit 7. So -7, and it will automatically do the math for you.
What class is I?
She's a cleric.
Clear.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, she's packing a decent amount of health.
Yeah.
40.
And I'm gonna give you. You're a. So you get medium armor. I don't think you get a shield.
Starting
this.
equipment for clerics, yeah,
They all get
a
shields.
shield.
They don't
Yep.
all get medium armor, do they?
They all do.
They all get medium armor?
It's scale
Oh
now. I
wait,
think.
scale or chain, I think. Let me
Okay.
check.
I might
So
be
you
wrong.
have 16 18 AC. Well, you
Oh,
can't.
actually,
You can't climb the.
have been-
You can't climb the rope with one hand. So we're gonna do 16.
I thought you said it was only 2 feet of water.
What was she
No, she's like hanging upside down, like
I'm pretty sure she's fine now.
like climbing across.
But I still
So-
thought I was like,
So they get scale mail, and if they have proficiency in heavy armor, they get chain.
Okay, so we'll say you have a shield, but you had to doff it to climb across using the rope, and it's 2 feet of water, but it is a choke point, and it's moving quickly. Also, she landed back first, not feet first. I guess we could roll. Well, let's just keep the narrative going. We don't need to like backtrack constantly. So she does get moved to here, and we already have initiative, so I'll roll initiative for these guys, and then we'll go back into combat.
With my amazing 4 initiative.
1, 2, 3, 4, and we will reorder this descending, and we will go get some more music.
I think you can just do Harrison's turns for him since his internet kind of crapped out.
Oh, is he dead? Oh, maybe he would have given her bardic inspiration if he.
He probably would have, yeah. He said he lost connection to everything in Discord. So, because he's not in the Roll20 anymore either, so
Okay. Well, I'll just play for him then.
yeah, his internet just kind of died.
Darn. Sorry, I missed that. I would have used his character to give inspiration. Okay, Morgan, you're up.
Okay. Guess I'll just move forward here and I can't do that, so I'm going to use Booming Blade. And then I'm going to. Oh wait, but I have to get up to it, don't I?
Wait.
Yeah, so I can't use Booming Blade. I'll just attack it with the whip then.
You can bonus action hide. Since you're coming over a ridge, they wouldn't be able to see you if you wanted to step over and whip them.
Oh yeah, I guess I can bonus action hide right here.
Yeah.
Then whip down.
What's
Well,
your
I need to do my stealth check, right?
what's your modifier?
My
7.
modifier for which one?
You'll have to roll a 2 or a 1 to fail. They have 9. So you are hidden, and that is a hit. 9, 18. Minus 17. Sai, you are prone in the water. You stop moving, and
Okay.
one of them has you
Oh,
constricted.
okay. Great. Having a wonderful time.
Oh,
Well,
so
I guess.
so there's some interplay going on right now. So this creature lunged, it wrapped vines all around you, and it's holding you underwater. You can't stand up. People can see where you are, they can see the creature, but unless you break away from its grip, you won't be able to go to the surface. You can fight its grip using your athletics or acrobatics, or if you have a spell that pushes it away from you.
I don't. Fuck.
Don't worry, I had the exact same thing happen to me last session. I was drowned by a plant thing.
Oh,
Or not last session, last time I played.
You were almost drowned. You didn't go all the way.
I rolled 2 death saves. It was close.
Clerics can get Thunder Wave, correct?
Tempest
No.
clerics and light clerics.
Oh, okay. Okay, Sai, what would you like to do? You can see the surface of the water just above you, the golden rays of light rippling to the water. It would be beautiful if you weren't currently drowning.
yes, it would be. Does. Oh, shit, I'm gonna butcher it. Does thaumaturgy? Does it move away? Yeah, does it move away?
No,
It
does
makes
not
it
create
makes you
movement.
loud, but it won't push you back.
Shit.
Yeah, it's sound based.
The only physical thing you can move is like doors and windows that are unlocked.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm guessing I'm going to use acrobatics to try and get away. I failed twice, but I'm going to try it again.
I believe in you. I think you're gonna get it this time.
Okay.
Okay, so you're able to shake loose
Oh, thank
the
God.
twisting vines around your forearms. You're able to wrap them around and then use them against each other to slide them off. You can feel the sticky slime of the reeds pull away. You bob up to the surface. You can move. Most of your movement was used standing up. You can move
Yes.
1 square.
I'll try and swim away.
Okay.
Can you say uwu?
Can I say ooh?
Yeah.
Why?
Slimy.
So
All the
20.
slime.
He's
mentally
trying to be funny.
All right, you're able to get this far. The difficult, the water making movement difficult, and breaking free of the creature has left you exhausted when it comes to moving.
Okay.
So that uses your movement, and that uses your action. So you have a bonus action, which you can cast a minor heal with, but those are best saved for emergencies.
Okay. Can I move again? Can I try and
you've-
get away? Or...
You've used all your movement, so this is the end of your turn.
Okay. Okay.
Dirk, you're up.
Okay, wonderful. I'm going to see if I can actually help. So these rocks, can you just go up them without difficulty, or do I have
Yeah, you
to
can go
because
up.
we're in the middle of combat?
It's just crossing that there's a check.
Okay. And I'm going to move up here to get vantage on these things. And honestly, because I know
Advantage?
exactly... Vantage.
Oh, vantage. Oh, I
Above something. Yeah, so I can see them thoroughly. Not advantage. And because I know how unpleasant it is to be fighting off these things, I'm going to be casting Mind Thrust, the higher level version, at 3rd level, so I can target 2 of them.
Okay.
At the
And-
2 right next to our lovely new
That's
companion.
intelligence, correct?
Yes. And when they get hit by it, they can only take 1 action,
Okay. And they take.
which is movement, reaction, or attack.
So once again, you're insulted by the disgustingly feeble mind that these things possess. It almost feels dirty breaking them. 20. You did 8 points of psychic damage?
8 points of psychic to both. Which honestly was a really sad roll.
Minus 8. And Kyo, you're up.
If I try and lob an arrow at the one that's closest to Sai, I'm gonna have to like wing that shit across with Czar. Blue. Yeah.
So while Dirk was doing that, you may or may not have noticed one of the shamblers moving towards you. So you fire a shot. Which one would you like to shoot?
I was shooting the one that's closest to Sai.
Okay.
The
go
one
ahead.
that had her.
Roll to attack.
Okay. Shit.
Oh, that's a miss.
It is a miss. Notices the thing in the corner. I whiffs the arrow.
So you err on the side of caution and fire a little bit wide, not wanting to hit your ally, but it goes a little too far, ricocheting off the surface of the water. And next up, this guy is going to over here and try to grab Morgan. It's 11 doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Okay, that is turn. Skim it, you're up.
Matan. I'm gonna start heading up the rock. I look behind me, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna. Okay, that's a lot. I'm gonna. I'm gonna get Chomper to start fending off the one behind us, and I'm gonna start. As an action, I'm gonna start shooting the one next to Sai.
Okay.
If I step over here, can I get a better shot without literally going through Mordai?
Your small size and position on the rock will allow you to shoot around him without issue.
Gotcha. First shot. Still alive?
Yeah, 9 piercing.
Second shot.
So 17. Boom! Not much of this creature's left. Still standing though.
He's gonna shout, "Start swimming!"
Try.
Save
And
it.
wait,
Okay.
one more because bonus action. Chomper would start
Oh, munch on that
going
guy.
here, and
Okay.
yep, munch. 6.
Oh, nice.
And that's it.
Not much resistance from that creature as Chompers takes a good chunk out of it. Okay. Southex rushes forward, and Creed, you can see him going through the incantations for Shatter, targeting right in the middle of everybody, about to blow everything up, and then he pauses in a moment of clarity, realizing that he shouldn't blow up everybody if he can hit the enemy. Vaz, you're up. Are you there, Blue?
Yes, I was just muted. I'm gonna fire at the one next to Sai, taking careful aim. Let's not hit them. Yeah.
Okay, it goes down. The arrow actually cuts through its chest and doesn't even stop. It's almost as if there was a single strand holding it left. One could say all it would have taken was one hit of point to bring it down.
Great. So both of the ones next to Sai and unnamed are down. I'm gonna aim at the one next to Morgan.
Oh, the one next to Sai is still alive.
That's one I was aiming at. I said Sai, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I skewed it because...
All good. I will attack the next one next.
Okay, so it's still got a little
Unless-
fight in it as your arrow cuts through a reedy part.
Oh, the one next to Sai is still alive? Okay. I'm gonna fire at it again.
That's a hit. And once again, it goes down.
Nice. Great. And I will yell at Sai, hey, you should be okay now, and then end my turn.
Thank you.
Okay, this one. Oh, we're gonna make good friends with Dirk again.
Oh dear. Oh dear, it's going to yank him off the rock, isn't it?
Yep. And we go.
He is very, very annoyed. Like, you can, as the thing tangles up and hits him, you can just see his face drop. He's like, fuck.
Oh no!
He just gets yanked off the rock, flying through the air.
You can the annoyance in the air.
I just imagine him looking over at the party and just like in slow motion, just shaking his head like, "Fuck, not again."
Exactly.
Hopefully you'll have to roll it. Hopefully there are no death rolls this time.
Okay, Creed, you're up.
Alright. Let's see, what am I gonna do? I will... Let's see. I will run over here.
Wait, can you
And-
do that? Because that's difficult terrain in the water.
Let's see, so here's the... And then...
So 15,
Mhm.
35. Well, let's just count this as just normal, and then this going from here
Yeah.
to here would be 20.
Alright,
So you
and
go.
I'll...
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
And then, let's see, 15... Javelin.
That's miss.
Javelin.
That is its AC.
Alright.
Oh, so you're able to bring it down. The twisting aberration stops. The reeds fall away, and Dirk bobs up to the surface.
Sputtering, of course.
Well done. Well done. But wait, there's more.
Of course.
Both the dead ones explode in the reeds that made their bodies start to spread outwards, digging into the soil and grasping at anything that touches them. It's not enough to cause you any sort of harm, but it is holding you in place. So I need
Strength checks from
yeah,
me, Mordai, and Sai.
And you get the. They do get the aura now, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can add Creed's charisma to your saves, or a protection.
You get +4 to saves. So it's strength saves that we need to roll?
Yeah.
Oh, good. If it wasn't for that strength, I would not have succeeded.
There we go.
So
Thank you for your aura.
Boz as well. You're just barely inside of it. You know what? I'm just gonna keep this simple, and I'm gonna go with the default distance. Doesn't need to be complicated. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Oh, I forgot about the Kyoku. I could have made it. You know what? It's fine.
What's
So where did the Shambler come from?
He was up near the tree and just wandered this way.
So did anybody fail?
Cheesy.
Only 2 of us have rolled so far.
Oh,
Sai
shit.
has not rolled yet.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Strength saving.
Oh,
Strength.
wonderful.
And you get a
Okay.
+4 to your save.
Yes.
So,
So that
+4, that 7. Oh, it's 11. Oh, you failed by 1.
God damn it.
So you did.
Don't worry, you're not the only one with a -1.
Fucking hell.
I played very
Well, I'm
careful
fine.
juggle to make sure I didn't have negatives.
if I weren't for that -1, you'd have done it.
Wait, didn't I succeed?
12 DC. I think it's like right at the cusp. So it would
Oh,
still
okay.
get you.
Oh, you did 8 plus 4. You did succeed. You did succeed. I'm sorry.
That's what I was
And-
checking.
And so did Boz.
So did Baz,
Well,
because he got exactly 12 as well.
Where's the bless coming from?
Sorry, no, I clicked the wrong modifier. It should be +4, so it would have been a 13.
Oh, you're outside of Creed's aura.
Am I?
Yeah, it's only 10 feet.
Only like 10 feet, yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, he's got to be level
Okay, so you-
14 before it's 30 or 17. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, 14's a little bit down the line.
Right? Check out those nifty conditions. Oh, wow. Sai, you're up. Oh, wait, Morgan. Actually, Cindy?
No, it's me first.
Morgan, you're
Okay. Okay, this time I will use Booming Blade on the one that's right next to me. And then I will Cunning Action disengage. And when I do that, I'll do the bolts from the grave on this one,
Jeez.
and then I will use my movement to.
What did you just obliterate?
The one right.
The one. Okay, that one.
No, the other one.
All right.
So
You
this
just,
is the bolts from the grave. This one was just the whip
so you
and
got
booming blade.
whip. Okay, so you did 7 points of damage to the one closest to you. Okay. And then it has booming blade effect on it.
Mhm.
Well, good for you. They're dumb. Okay, so you just with the bolts from the grain, you still doing finger guns?
Yep.
And then
Blam.
last week or when you first encountered them, we established that they were weak against necrotic.
Oh, okay.
Yikes,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that. So you did, was it 28 points of damage to it? And then
Yes.
double that. So it would have been 60, 28 times
56.
56? Yeah. So with the finger guns, poof, you see the innervating energy, the bolts of black necrotic energy fire out of your fingers like lightning and just enter this creature. And for a moment, it's like, and then there's not even reeds, there's not even ash, it's just dematerialized.
That bitch dead.
Well, if that's not dead, I don't know what is.
Yeah, after I step back, I'll blow the tip of my finger.
And
I was
as
just
you're
in the
doing
water,
that,
like-
something steps out of the tree and then fires a dart at you.
Oh, wow.
That's not gonna hit.
Oh, jeez. I'm rolling so horribly. Sal, you're up.
Sorry, you're up.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, you.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Can I move
You
at all?
can make another 12 DC check, or you can attack.
I don't think I have anything.
You have
You try and-
Oh,
some cantrips that you can attack with.
okay. Okay, can I use Sacred Flame?
Sure. Go ahead and click on Sacred Flame.
Alright.
And I will roll Dex, which is most likely to fail. And you're able to tag that last one.
Okay.
So it's like a thin beam of light comes down from the heavens and smashes into the creature. It extinguishes what life it has, and the reeds dissipate.
Oh,
And
God.
you can see them starting to slither out, similarly to the ones that were killed earlier. And Skimmit, you realize that you are in the area that may be affected by their grapple.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Dirk, you're up.
Sputtering, he just kind of whips himself up, kind of seems a little confused from searching, and spots the final shambler. Taking a quick moment to focus himself, he gestures towards the thing and mutters something under his breath, and probably very easily tears the thing's mind again.
Okay. So. Intelligence. He's got -4. Okay, so you feel yourself as hot plasma knife through butter.
-4 intelligence, man. That's like you forgetting to breathe.
And yeah, next time it has to make a save, or next time before the end of my turn, if it has to make a save,
Okay.
it'll
so
make a 4 thing.
You make 2 slam attacks against Kyo. Or, sorry.
No, you said it right.
Okay. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
And that is his turn. Kyo, you're up.
Okay, I was gonna modify my fucking HP, but the screen's glitching out for me currently. I'll modify it in a little bit.
Okay.
The 8 that I got subtract from too. I obviously noticed this thing because it just whacked the fuck out of me. So he drops his short bow and puts his right here. As bonus action.
Okay.
And then he proceeds to strike.
Okay. So what are you striking with?
Rapier.
Rapier?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll?
I can. Do you want me to?
I rolled a 5, so I figure I'd give you the option.
Oh, then I can just roll for damage because. Yeah.
It's got 9 AC. What modifier do you have?
For the rapier.
Okay, that hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
I am curious, did it take the damage from the psychic attack?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, just don't worry about me. I'm assuming my thing is lagging them a little bit.
And sneak attack damage is 3d6, correct? So 13, so 22. Dang, that was a good hit. 22, yeah. Alright, bonus action?
He moves back. Probably just one square.
So bonus action, disengage.
Disengaging, yeah.
Okay. One more creature emerges from the tree and fires a bolt of needles. Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm gonna guess that was at me. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it does not.
That guy's Zed.
Isn't that the same thing you got last time?
Yeah, I've rolled like 3 ones. Okay, another one emerges from the ground, approaches the nearest target, and tries to reach out and scratch somebody. 19? 2? Alright.
Yeah, 19 will.
19 and the 12.
The 12 won't, but the 19 will.
Okay, take your 2 points of horrible damage. Oh, no, you're gonna make it 1, aren't you? You're gonna make it 1. You can't even give me that.
A single point of
A
damage.
single point of damage. Alright. Schmidt, you're up.
Gotcha. Everything's too near.
Okay.
I'm gonna start. First things first, action. Fire the one beside Morgan. Pew. And pew. A 10 misses.
Against it misses. A 10 misses. The first one hits though. 12 damage.
Yes, and
you hit it square, and this thing is made up of like dry twigs, and there's nothing to its core. As the bullet strikes it, it blasts into pieces. But what you notice is the pieces stab into the ground, and where there was one, there's now 2 smaller ones. And
oh yeah, interesting.
It's a Hydra.
As a movement, I'm gonna move here, and I guess he maybe beside Morgan. Sure. Bonus action. Champa still trying to.
Oh, chomping away. Okay, go ahead and roll for chomp.
Yep. 21 for 7 force damage.
Why does he have advantage?
No.
Oh,
just
I'm
a
sorry.
21
Okay,
for 7 force.
I see.
He doesn't have.
-7. Thank you.
And
Say
that's
fix.
my turn.
We'll jump up on the rock and say, Woo, do you want me to cast Shatter on him? Is Harrison back?
No,
No,
I don't
okay.
think he's.
Then the woo jokes will continue. And then he will look at you, Creed, and say, I always like you when you're wet. And then he'll give you inspiration.
What?
I don't
being cruel to someone else whose character isn't here.
I don't
That's what that
need
is.
that kind of. I don't need that kind of inspiration. Thank you.
You reject the inspiration.
Uh,
I don't blame you. Okay, so
Wrong
take
kind of.
So take inspiration, not bardic inspiration, but DM inspiration for rejecting that out of hat. That was good.
Wrong inspiration, buddy.
Boz, you're up.
Great.
So do I just give myself a? Do I just click the inspiration thingy?
Yeah,
on my
yeah.
character?
Yeah, and at any time you can replace a d20 that you roll with another d20.
So I'm still restrained,
Yeah, you are. It's a 12 to break out.
and it takes a whole action.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So I'm gonna try to break out then.
Okay, I gotta double check the wording. Yeah, it's an action, and you are able to break free. So, the mighty warrior of the desert. These vines have no sway over you. Breaking free.
Fantastic. I mean, I guess I can't do anything else. I don't have any bonus action economy currently, so I'll end my turn.
Okay. Creed.
All right, I'm gonna move on to the shore here, and then I'm going to use the keel cook on this guy.
Oh, nice. And doesn't do anything. So you have the charged crystal rod in your hand. You thrust it towards this creature, and you can see the veins of life pulsating, but it fizzles. Something just quite isn't right, and it disapparates with no effect. I'm going to double check to make sure if the number is higher than 5 times. So I rolled a 12. I was wrong. That did work. It died instantly.
Oh,
And
cool.
this is so complete that it doesn't even leave remains. You do notice that it's not a bright glow coming from the Kyokuk. It's very subdued. Like there's a great amount of energy that this thing can contain, and something like that just isn't quite there.
That's one hell of a slurp. Cool. All right. See, how much movement do I have left? That was what? Was that rough terrain to get back on the shore?
It was 20 feet, and the rest is normal.
Normal. Okay,
Yeah.
so 20.
I mean, it was 10 feet, so you still have 20 feet left.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go here.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's 20 feet.
All right, and this little guy, 1-2 against Chompers. A 11 hit.
No.
12. I mean 22.
Yes.
Okay, so 3 points of piercing. And then more coming out of the tree. Here, and firing a dart at Saul. 12 does not hit you. Another one coming up. And firing at Creed. 11 doesn't hit.
Nope.
And this guy comes up. And then here on land, he's going to make an attack against Saul with advantage. She's restrained. And 15 does not hit. Oof. I don't think I rolled above a 10. Yeah. That was all 4s and 6s. Morgan, you're up.
Okay, so the bottom one that's engaged with me, I'm going to hit it with Booming Blade. Or
Okay,
attempt to.
that's a
It's
miss.
an 11 hit.
So this tiny creature, so much smaller than the one before, you whip the ground around it, and the energy kind of like flips it up in the air, but it doesn't find purchase.
Okay, and then I will cunning action disengage. I guess I'll shoot at the same one that I missed at just now.
Okay.
Bolts from the grave.
So that will be a melee, so it's a disadvantage.
Oh right. Oh damn.
Okay, and then as it's flipping up in the air, you try to trick shot it, and then the necrotic energy twists and spirals, barely missing this small form. This one is going to fire. At needles. 10 does not hit.
Me.
I don't think it hits anybody. I was shooting at Schmidt, but
Nope.
okay. Sai, you're up.
I have no idea what to do. I'm still stuck in here. Can I use Sacred Flame again?
Yeah, I would Sacred Flame one of the small guys.
Am I still in the water?
You are up to your thighs in the water,
Okay, so
and then around your ankle, you are grappled by twisting vines as they hold you to the soil. It's not in danger of dragging you down or anything. It's just you'd have to free yourself before you could move.
okay. Then I'll use Sacred Flame on one of the smaller guys.
Okay. It fails and dies. Actually, roll damage. Oh, click
How
on
was
Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh yeah. So roll a 10 on its save. You have a save of 14. And as this bolt of radiant energy slams down into it, it's just scattered like little bits of kindling. There's not even enough to actually mark it as a defeated body. Dirk,
Alright.
you're up.
I'm going to kind of slosh my way through the water a little bit. And hopefully get close to the shore. So this is difficult terrain, correct?
It just counts as swimming. So effectively, it's difficult terrain where it takes twice. For every 1 feet
Okay.
of movement that you move, it takes 2.
Okay, so then I can move all the way up to there, and the one next to Sai is still alive, correct?
Correct.
And as he kind of slowly shambles up onto the surface, sloshing, he kind of, like, once again, moves around his hands and just kind of points at the thing. At this point, he's not even really paying attention, and just kind of shreds the thing.
Okay. Ooh. That is a fail. That's 3. Kyo, you're up.
I'm going to engage the plan guy again with his rapier.
Okay. And I'll just roll for you for the sake of speed. So 10 plus, what is it? 6? 16? 16's a hit. And then rapier and
1.
so 14, 15, 16, 17 plus 3 more. 20. You do 20 points of damage. And that was against one next to Sai, correct?
It was the one right in front of me, the one I was engaging before. The one who just slammed the fuck out of me.
Okay. So you move around there, and then you do 20 points of damage. So this thing is, there's not much left. You've really carved a deep groove into it. In fact, you bring your rapier in a thrust, penetrating this where it's like the center of mass, and then you bring it as a vertical slash, and it just parts in two, and now it's just two halves, just barely held together.
No.
But you guys are flanked from the shore. Another dart goes flying. Oh my gosh. And misses. Schmidt, you're up.
Okay, AWD.
You really want these needles to hit.
Right? I rolled a 4. I was rolling 4s and 3s. And, what are you up to, Schmidt?
I'm gonna do a bonus action first. Chomper gonna keep attacking that one. Misses.
That is miss.
Unfortunate. And I'm gonna holster my gun and pull. And gonna touch this one on my right. The small one.
Okay.
We're level 5, so this should be.
You should style.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, and you get to add an extra lightning die, an extra D8 because it's thunder. The thunderheads overhead are charging your electrical damage.
Oh, nice. 12 damage on this thing.
Okay, so you just kind of scoop this thing up in your hand, clench it in your fist, and run the electricity through it. It twists violently and just explodes into splinters and kindling, raining to the ground and little embers all around you.
And I'm gonna stay here. That's it.
Okay, Sophics, feeling rejected by Creed, will say, fine, I'll give one of them my inspiration, and then it takes 2 psychic damage. Yeah, field. And then ends a turn. Boz, you're up.
The one next to me is still alive.
Not much is left, but yes, it is.
And if I take range attacks with it next to me, they're at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I'm going to drop my longbow at my feet and pick up my longsword as my free item interaction.
Okay.
And
A bunch of snakes come out and grab your longbow.
You just made that up.
I did. I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to longsword the one in front of me. That misses.
Why does it always have to be snakes?
Right? Right?
I'm going to try to kick at it after missing.
Okay. You can make 2 attacks with your longsword, can't you?
Yeah, but I can't use
get
my...
your +2 to your AC. That's
Yeah.
a hit.
Oh,
And-
ignore the +3.
Okay. Then it goes. So your initial swipe of the sword, set it up, and you see a collection, a little moat where the reeds are tied together. You take your fist, twist it around with the hook, and crush down right on that little knot of life, crushing it, destroying it, and the reeds dissipate and begin to float into the water. And
Great.
Tremor are about to explode. Once again, grappling people, anybody nearby.
Shit.
Great. I'm gonna run over to. I forget. Do you do flanking? Or no, you don't do flanking.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to this thing because I don't like having needles thrown at me.
You catch him. Catch him. Oh, I should have been shooting more at you so you could catch him.
Yeah.
I don't think I know anybody who likes needles being shot at them.
And then I'm going to expend a key and then get a 2 strikes. Yeah.
Okay.
14 miss.
No.
No, it doesn't hit, or no, it misses.
It does not miss.
Okay. And then the second attack,
Gets hit.
and then I will end my turn there.
Okay, so boom, the 2 blows shatter this creature, once again breaking it into 2 halves. But much smaller. And I will shrink it down. Is drawing. To better represent that. Copy. And paste. Okay. Creed, you're up.
Okay. So it seems there's this small army up above. Gonna go up here. And you know what? Let's see. Do I have any spell slots? Let's see. 5-foot radius. Is this sized correctly for this map?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Next up is Morgan, so be thinking about what you'd like to do.
Okay.
I will. I'll burn a moonbeam on this guy. Just put a moonbeam down on him.
Okay, go ahead and draw it.
So. Alright. So it's a 5-foot radius, so about like that. No, actually, it's not like that.
It's
A little bit bigger.
it's that. It's 5 foot
Yeah.
radius.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to do
Okay.
a circle.
So when he starts his turn there, it will take damage.
Got it. Yeah, alright.
And this one is wow, what happened to our music?
Yeah, it's taken a little bit of a change.
Right?
What are you doing over there, Bard?
Right? It's crazy world. And I'll just go boom, combat, and we'll do some a little bit darker. All right, that's not darker. Okay, so we got this guy. He's gonna make 2 attacks. 9 and 18, 5 points of damage. This guy is going to charge forward, firing needles towards Schmidt. Does an 8 hit Schmidt? I swear
No,
these
it does
guys
not.
are a challenging creature. I have just not rolled above a 4. So they have +6 to hit. So
I
Morgan,
mean, you,
you're up.
you say that.
I ain't complaining.
Yeah. I mean, you say they're challenging, but
They're
these
not.
rolls are.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna move up to here, and then I'm going to whip this guy.
Oh, that's a hit. 7. And sneak attack. Oh, you just didn't do 30 points of damage?
It's worse, I think, with the gun.
Okay, so 15 points of damage. Nice. Minus 15. It's got to make a DC save.
It wasn't Booming Blade.
No, it's for something else.
Oh. Okay.
So the whip cracks out, and you see it cut, and it actually knocks the head right off this creature. It starts to fall backwards, and then catches itself, and once again rises. So it is a headless plant torso man.
Well, no. I shouldn't be that surprised. And then I'll cunning action dash over here.
And Creed, roll me some radiant damage.
All right. Let's see. So what's the 2d10? All right. Let's see. I think it's +2.
Alright. I'll just roll it. 16.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say I got it, but
What did you roll?
17.
Okay, so the radiant light, innervating this thing, you see the twigs that make it up. This one is a little more barky with like needles protruding out of it. It starts to crack and fall apart. The 2 parts split, and 2 smaller ones run out of the moonbeam. And I'll resize them.
Little shits. I'm getting the flashbacks from the angry forest spirits from the tree.
Right.
At least these guys aren't belligerent.
Okay, and then they will both fire needles at you. 14.
Both of those hit.
Okay. Sai, you're up.
Okay. Can I use my dagger to cut the?
Yeah, go ahead.
whatever
Roll to hit.
Okay. And I would use my dagger, right?
Yep.
That's
Oh, nice. You're able to cut the. So these slimy reeds, vines, and plants, they are climbing around your ankles and calves. You reach down with your knife between the armored shin guards you have, and pop, 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 pop. You feel all the blades pop. You're now loose. You can move freely.
okay. Can I move out of the water?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can move 20 feet. A little bit of your movement is used with the difficult terrain.
Okay.
The water.
Can I just move here?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I'm good.
Okay, Dirk, you're up.
Okay. Can I moving from here onto the shore, is that still difficult movement, or is that over with currently?
That's not difficult.
Okay. So then I'm going to move to here. double checking my distances. Definitely between it. I'm going to. This time, starting to get really annoyed at the swarms of creatures around. I'm going to be gesturing and using 2 points of 2 sorcery points. I'm going to first cast Mind Sliver normally, and then I'm going to be casting a quickened Mind Sliver. And both of them are going to be.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh. And both of them are going to be targeting this one right here.
Okay. So I'll roll 2 saves. The first one.
If the first one succeeds, the second one takes has the minus 1d4 from its second save.
Okay, so they both fail. And it was 5 points of damage. Okay, so the first one goes off, and you can see the creature reel from the influence of your psychic assault, but it is not fallen. It looks heavily wounded.
These things are tough, so. Okay. Understandable. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. 6. And that guy was barely alive. Zombie. It's gonna try to run over and get the people that are attacking it. It will take an opportunity attack from the chompers. If you so choose.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he will.
Oh, that's a hit. And then it's gonna make another con. Oops, that's not it. And Constitution. Whew, this is a tough boy. It's just coming at you. It's coming at you, man. Then it's gonna make 2 slams. 8 or 14.
To who?
To Schmidt.
No.
Okay, that is his turn. Kyo, you're up.
He will proceed to move up to the one next to Creed, not the small one, but the bigger one. The one that was mind fucked.
Okay.
And then he will attack it with his rapier as part usual, since he still has it.
Okay. So roll a d20. That's a hit. And we got a d8. And we got 3d6. Oh, it goes down. Once again, splitting into 2 parts.
You little shit.
You should have been here for the belligerent horse spirits.
I really wish I would. That sounds terrible.
It wasn't bad. I mean, it wouldn't have been as bad if they weren't stabbing us the whole time.
Okay.
Is it like the little needles?
17 or 14 hit you?
Both. So, since my DC is, my AC is 13.
Okay, so as you bring your rapier, like in a vertical slash, normally you wouldn't do this with a rapier, but these things are so fragile, and it's barely held together, you just smash it apart like a balsa wood high school science fair project. The 2 pieces go scattering and then reform into tiny little needles, and they both, on the run, fire over their shoulder. 2 darts. You take 18 points or 16 points of damage if they both hit you. 17 and a 9. 17 and a 14.
Alrighty.
Schmidt, you're up.
We're gonna look at this thing and just gonna say, why won't you go down? Shocking grass. For
That's a hit.
total damage.
You just explode this. It's another. You take your fist and shove it straight into the. Oh, that is a hit. And 9, and then roll. Okay, so you did 13. Okay. So 13 damage, and I'll do a con save. Barely makes it. So it's just electricity is running through it. It's still standing
And he's
against all odds.
gonna whistle. He's gonna whistle and we're gonna make Chomper try and kill it.
Okay,
Yes. And that thing gets an attack of opportunity.
I already did it. It missed.
Yeah.
That's a hit. 9. And I bet money this one. Nope, it succeeded. Still, so it's got the chompers like hanging from its leg as it's like the headless torso is just like puffing yellow dust up into the air as it's lurching forward. Suffix is guys.
Also,
should I do it
I'm
now?
gonna move back.
And Suffix readies Shatter for right here. So if you guys get out of there, he'll use it.
Is he gonna? What's the radius on Shatter?
20.
Oh,
20? I thought it's only like 15.
I will double check. Do you think he'd be okay with me using a second level spell slot?
maybe.
10
I
foot
guess
radius.
10 foot. All right. I mean,
So-
he's not here to complain, so
10
use
foot.
it at your own volition. However, I don't. I think it would depend on the circumstances.
He can only hit 2 of them right now.
Yeah.
So
You could adjust it so I think you can hit 3, but I think that's the maximum.
oh, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna blow up these 3. He'll just yell, "Boss, take a step back!" Okay,
I mean, I will once I can.
it's your turn.
I think he's readying it until you're out of range.
Yeah.
So you literally step back and it goes off.
Yeah.
Take a step back, Awu.
I'm going to disengage, and then.
When he comes back, I'm gonna tell him he has to say "ubu" after every sentence now.
Fabulous.
Also, Lee, this guy has been shocking grass, so he has no reaction.
Oh, thank you.
And in my turn.
Okay, so after you step out, it's like somebody just threw a hand grenade in the middle of this. You see the concussive wave of force flatten the grass, and the little twig monsters as well. They're just flattened into little piles of kindling. Was there anything else you wanted to do, Buzz?
Nope.
Okay, Creed.
All right, so I'm going to move my moonbeam to here.
Okay.
Don't we have
Chompers is made of metal. Chompers is made of metal. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Okay.
Will he be fine? Though.
I mean, it'll take the same amount of damage. I don't think it's resistant to magic.
I'll move him to this one. That'll be on. I don't want to enter the doggo, metal or not. Yeah, I'll move it there.
Okay.
How?
Where are you moving it?
That guy.
There. Okay, that's your action.
And then my, let's see, bonus. What can I do for bonus action? I guess I'll just stay right there because I don't really have any bonus actions I can do. That aside from utility stuff.
Okay. As once again, as the radiant light tears through this creature, it splits into two pieces, and they both go skittering off. They will run up to you. Actually, I guess you're closest, and you're closest. So 2 attacks against Creed, 2 attacks against Boz. 1-2 for Creed, 1-2 for Boz.
Both of mine hit, so that's 3 and 5 is 8.
Okay, that ends his turn. This is the only one that's still whole. He's feeling a little left out. He's like, "Where's my twin brother?" Is gonna turn. Oh, he's gonna fire at Boz a needle. 19. You there, Blue?
Which one's firing at me? And there's a bit of a lag, so just like let me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Let me like unmute myself for a second. And is it not firing at disadvantage because there's enemies next to it?
No, you can shoot if there's an enemy next to you. You just can't shoot the enemy.
But I think it's with disadvantage, isn't it? If you fire a ranged attack with someone next to you.
If you're firing at the person next to you.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Yeah, there's disadvantage if there's a hostile creature next to you.
Let's see here. When you make a range attack.
Oh yeah, within a hostile creature. Okay, so it would be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just speed this up. So it would have moved out of range, taken the attack opportunity, and then shot.
Attack it. Kill it. Where it's
Yeah, oh yeah, you might be able to kill it before it shoots.
Kill it with fire. When in doubt, kill it with fire.
Oh wait. Oh, it's within Morgan. Oh no, it's gonna totally die.
It's
Morgan.
not within my,
Yeah.
Is it within my threat?
Because you got a whip.
Oh, I thought it was only still.
Whip can
Come on,
be-
Morgan.
I know that it can be that it has reach, but I didn't know that it extended my attack of opportunity that far.
So
Come on, Morgan,
both
with your
choppers and Morgan gets an attack opportunity because the DM was not paying attention. That is a hit.
Oh look, it's someone else's turn.
So okay, so Morgan's blow shatters it in two, and then
Is she making artificial?
Choppers snatches one of the little skitterers right out of the air. So only one actually makes it to the ground. And then there's not much room, so he may have. Let's just see if he just randomly runs into the light. So what? He was right here. He gets chompered. Yeah, and then he ran into the light. So I'll roll a con save for him. And
Just go.
He fails, and then roll damage for me, Creed, as it may be incinerated.
Let's see, is it 2D? I want to say it's 2D10.
Yeah, it's 2d10.
Fair.
10.
10.
So it goes to this beam of light, and you see flames singe its outside. And when it lands, it's just a single toothpick hopping on a leg with one angry little spine. That's all that's left. It's pathetic, actually. It's almost sad. It will take its one little spine, and it's going to shoot it at a random person. Let's roll for that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll roll d4. And 1. It shoots at chompers.
Crying.
And for an 18, does 9 points of damage to chompers. The one thing that can be healed fully out of combat.
Yep.
Morgan, guess what?
Is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn again.
Okay. So I will use my whip with booming blade, I think.
That's a hit.
Or no, I won't use booming blade. I'll just use my whip to hit our friend right there, and then.
Okay. This guy. So the head came off, and then Chompers ripped a leg off, and Schmidt toasted it from the inside. So it's another. This thing is looking just as pathetic as that little twig dude. How much did you do? You did 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you take the whip, and with a crack, you hit it right in the hip. The other leg falls off, and it just crumples into a heap. A last puff of yellow dust wafting out of it, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
No.
It's a DC 12. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
things are looking pretty happy, but then you shook your head and you reminded yourself that life sucks, and that it needs to stay that way.
Oh
Or
yeah,
no.
and if it was the poison, I would have had.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead if you would like to.
Well, I just have resistance, so
Oh, it wasn't to deal damage.
yeah.
So these guys, 2 more needles at Boz.
Oh, and then. Is it? It's a dead?
Yes.
Okay.
So as it falls to the ground, it's almost as the animating force left it. It's like actively decomposing in front of your eyes. I don't think either one of those hit, correct, boss?
Nope.
So, Sol, you're up. Sai, you're up.
Okay. I will use Sacred Flame again. At the one nearest boss.
Okay.
How,
I knew that thing again.
how big are these things?
They're about 8 inches to 4 inches tall.
Hmm.
They are considered tiny. 5. So you see the sacred flame burn deep. There isn't much left of it, but it's still got enough left to fight. Dirk, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to once again move a
8
little
to
bit
4 inches.
further forward and pull my signature double mind sliver. 1 on the one next to Baz, 1 on the one next to Mordai.
Should we attempt to capture one?
Don't know
Like-
how useful that would be. I mean, you might attempt to capture them with your thing.
Do you think we can capture one and then domesticate it?
No.
Probably not.
Kyo, you're up.
I'm just gonna go up to the one next to the and attack it as well.
Okay. And got a 11. Yeah, that is a hit. 8, 2d6, and it is destroyed. You don't even use your weapon. You just bring the heel of your boot up, and you just drive it down on top of its little body, and it just splinters out in little pieces. Schmidt, you're up.
Gonna start picking them up. Pulling out my gun again and then pew, pew.
Okay. That's a hit.
The one in front of Baz.
Okay. You just blow it
This
away
one?
completely. Just little splinters on the ground.
And next one is this.
Okay.
The toothpick.
Yeah, the toothpick. And with your shot, you're able to catch one of the little toothpicks in the air, and the other one is just disintegrated completely.
And bonus action, Champa's gonna start grinding them up into sawdust.
Okay, Champa's gonna chomp. That's a hit.
5.
Dang, clean it up. So Champa lunges forward, and the creature brings its extends like a protrusion up to stop Champa from crushing it completely, and it gives Champa pause, and then he just steam flexes, and the whole thing just crushes and cracks, and turns it into sawdust. It even makes the buzzsaw noises, you know, that like when you're throwing a piece of lumber through a mill. Suffix, you're up.
That's you.
I will try to jump across the river. I don't do a very good Suffix. I don't. He's got 8 strength.
Ooh, wow. Jump across the
So he just falls right there and washes downstream. Baz, you're up.
I'm going to try to quickly dispatch the rest of the creatures. Moving up here. Attacking one with my long sword.
That's a hit. And there's one last little twig monster left.
And I'll attack the second one.
Okay. That one goes down. And with that, combat's over.
Dang, 11 hit. Shoot.
Suffix is still on the
Guys, help! Help! You hear Suffix splashing around the water behind you.
Stand up.
I'm dying! I'm gonna drown! I'm gonna drown! He's just like thrashing. Splashing up. They've got me! They've got me again!
I mean, I will go over there to pull him up because I want him to stop thrashing in the water.
Baz will pick his longbow up off the ground.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up one of the little dead guys, if I can.
Okay. So two things, Baz. As you pick up the longbow, you notice that some green sprouts, like little shoots, are starting to grow out of the wood. It's mechanically, it has no effect. It is purely a narrative beat.
Cool.
So I'll pick up one of the dead ones.
Mhm.
The one, whichever one is mostly there,
Mhm.
and then I'll use Druidcraft to see if I can make them into a nice one.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
Like,
Or you can roll Charisma, whatever you prefer.
Oh, I'll just do Charisma then.
Okay. Because this is like a force of will kind of thing.
Oh, that's not much better.
So you feel a confusion and anger wash over your mind, as if whatever force was animating this thing answer back with its own resonance.
I'll hold on to it and keep trying it.
Okay,
I'll hold on to it. Just
you stuff a handful of twigs in your pocket.
all right.
Morgan, as you run over to Sapphics, you grab him by the scruff of his neck and bring him setting up on his feet. He looks up with his big dog eyes, like, thank you. I thought I was going to die for sure. Did you see
Stop
me
moving
blow up all those little
around.
things? As he's sloshing up out of the water.
Yeah, you blew up all the little guys. Good job on that one.
He's
And
adorable.
then kind of looks over his shoulder and says, "It's best to get moving. We don't want to attract more of these swarms."
And
Oh,
as
It's
on
right
that
over
note,
this way.
you actually do hear the forest has started to stir, and the wood around you no longer tiny twigs and roots, but as if the trees are starting to twist in response to what happened.
Move, move, move.
Yeah,
And-
let's get out of here.
And with that, we're going to end the session.
Alright.
So,
Well, thanks, Lee.
yeah, thanks. That was fun.
Yeah.
Glad you could all make it, and I hope the combat didn't go too long. That ended up being a pretty big chunk of guys. So
Yeah, it's,
Never get
Normally-
enough combat.
normally it's not like this, so it's not. Normally it's only a couple dudes.
I mean, I had fun.
Okay.
Other than I fucked up my own shit and had
Yeah, I don't-
DM.
I didn't mind it. Yeah, I was only expecting one of you guys to join us, though, not all three. I was like, oh,
We got room. We can make it work.
yeah. This,
Yeah, right. That was a lot of little things.
Lee, I am going to require your assistance a little bit.
Okay. You work out your character sheet.
Yeah, just because I feel bad for making you fucking do all that shit, because I'm me having to physically roll the thing.
Well, once we got a system set up, it was pretty easy.
Yeah. And then looking at my sheet, because I did show you, and I was making sure if it was like okay or not. I know you saw the other one beforehand,
Mhm.
which was the level 1. We'll fix it.
So on the wrap up, Morgan, you would have known that or felt that the pollen coming out of that thing when it died was highly abnormal. You haven't come across anything like that? Well, maybe you have. Roll a history check.
Oh, my history's probably bad, so. Let me see. Where is it? There it is.
Sai wouldn't have noticed the pollen shit, would you?
Sai?
Yeah.
This is all. See, Sai was actually trying to find the other fox village, and she's got totally lost, thinking she's going to a
Yeah.
concert. This is pretty much like road trip gone wrong for her. Is
Yeah.
what's kind of in my mind. And this was like this is like the horror movie thing when you're like, oh, we're going to my uncle's cabin, and then you get there and it's full of zombies. Like
Yeah.
that
had
was
we not, had we been up in the village, you'd have been like, "This is probably the wrong village. There's a bunch of centaurs and it's
Yeah.
flooded."
Like,
But on that,
I don't think this is right.
he was on that singular island for like 2 hours and just took a bunch of right turns.
Well, a bunch of right turns is just a circle. So
right.
Correct. She was on it for like 2 hours. Didn't know where else she was going.
Yeah.
That's how I imagined it. She was just
Yeah,
stuck there for
she's
2
like,
hours.
oh,
taking
that,
right
that
turns.
tree looks familiar, and then like 2 hours later, I think I've seen that tree before.
once,
It's,
once,
it's still on an island.
once you make that fourth right turn, you've done a circle.
Yes.
That's how that works.
So Morgan, you have run across the feeling that pollen produced, but you cannot place it. You know, but you're certain you have run across that. And I'm not talking about like fictionally in off screen. Like it actually happened in one of the previous sessions.
I actually remember it.
Okay, yeah, if you remember it, then you don't even need to roll.
It's back when we were actually found a small group of flowers over by the Moonwell. There was literally like a good amount of them near the Moonwell, and
Morgan crushed him and she started talking about the strange effect that happened. She was like, is this what's causing the Moonwell thing? And we determined it wasn't.
That's it. That's the moment.
Oli, am I able to mend or repair Chomper?
Yes. I believe 3 times a day he can heal himself.
I can also use mending on him.
Oh, as a cantrip?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you're able to heal him. So I imagine you just bring it back up to full.
Correct.
Nice. Steel Defenders. They're awesome.
So is that an artificer thing, or?
Yes, they are. Battlesmith.
Nice.
And even if it gets destroyed outright, killed, it only takes him an hour of downtime to bring it back up to functioning.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Meanwhile, when I'm playing my hunter, I have to have a goddamn funeral whenever my pet dies.
Right.
My Beastmaster Hunter actually went insane and decided that he is the messianic leader of all lost animals, and that it's his destiny to lead them to salvation through death.
So he just kills his animals.
Okay.
He doesn't kill them. The mechanics in D&D have skewed so against the Beastmaster pets that they just inevitably die like every second combat.
Wow.
So that's
Damn.
the only way he can cope with it, is that he believes that every animal that dies in his service, they are going to the promised land, and that he is the cursed leader that must bear this burden of salvation, of offering them salvation.
Wow.
So he's kind of off his rocker.
Yeah, my guy isn't like that. He just wants to steal everything.
Yeah, you know what? You are very similar to my raccoon. My raccoon is very similar.
Kyo has 19 health. How did that happen?
I got hit a lot. I was just fucking bullying either the tiny things, the things that were grabbing you, or just the big one.
Oh,
And I just got hit a lot. I had 43 HP. Now I have 19.
I'm unscathed! Yay.
I wonder why.
I'm at about half health, and I'm at 26. So, you know.
Sai, I require assistance.
Can I heal him? Is that
Yes,
is that
you can.
possible? Okay. Well, Sai just goes over to Kyo and is like, "You look rough. I'm gonna heal you."
Okay.
She casts Healing Word.
And what words do you utter that has the power of healing?
Ooh woo. Walked over. Ooh woo.
What the hell? Ooh woo.
All right, you take 8 points of psychic damage.
My first meeting with my character's first meeting with Morgan was kind of similar. She was injured from the belligerent forest sprites, so I just walked over with my hand out, trying to use what is it? Lay on hands. Yeah, I just walked with my hand out towards her face to use lay on hands. She didn't like it. She's like,
Oh.
she's like, no, thank you. I'm fine. Apparently, touching people out of the blue.
Because you didn't explain what you were doing.
I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch you.
Apparently, touching people's faces without context is not okay.
I'm glad that
8 psychic damage that I took. I now have less health than I started with.
At least I healed you, so there we go.
I have less health than I started with. I was at 19, now I'm at 17. Due to
Did you do -6? If you do +6, you can. Like if you
No,
just.
I did.
Oh,
I did -8, which then brought me to 11. Then I did +6, brought me to 17. Now I have 2 less health than what I started with.
Yes. When she said "uwu," he took 8 points of psychic damage before the
Oh.
healing kicked in.
I was
Oh, no.
traumatized.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay.
No. Well,
Prison
I
was way
came back
worse.
for a second.
But damn, this was shitty. Damn it, the uwus.
Oh, my mouse. It's funny that you use the rapier because she does too. Only hers is a cactus needle.
Please equip it with one of the little tree guys, like the toothpick one that was fucking blasted earlier. Please equip the toothpick
Well, she almost killed a centaur with it.
with the toothpick with a cactus sword.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
she
was-
stabbed him in the ear.
Phenomenal.
He was like nearly out of health and surrendering to us.
Yeah, and
It's about to goes up the captain of.
she was very pissed off that he attacked me, so she ran up his shoulder and stabbed him in the ear.
Oh my god! Just ear raped him with a fucking cactus thorn.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus
He almost died. If Morgan hadn't have passed a medicine check, he would have died.
Sai, can you actually heal me this time? And not torment my brain. I've experienced a lot of shit, but god damn it.
Can I do that again?
Yeah.
Okay. Healing word.
Yeah.
You are healed, my friend.
Oh,
I was thinking you were gonna do like a mercy quote too at some point in time.
You know, I should have fucking did that.
Yeah. As you play
Yeah, what's
mercy all the time.
if you do mercy quote, we'll double the healing he gets from it.
Please.
But you gotta do it right now. Mercy
Uh,
quote. Mercy quote. Come on.
Mercy quote.
Double healing.
Clear
If you
for
can do it.
life.
High noon. High noon.
No.
Wrong one.
I need healing.
No wait.
The dragon and I are one.
Oh wait, that's me.
I don't know.
Heroes
Oh,
never die.
Okay, well, he misses out. It's just regular healing.
Damn it.
Also, guys,
But it's okay, because we all know heroes never die.
yeah, heroes never die.
Hey.
Nice.
If you see a mushroom like in game, don't eat it because it might be explosive.
Oh,
Shit.
okay.
There's
Just
many
a
different
heads
things it could be.
Wait, there's explosive mushrooms? Nice.
There were.
Don't tempt him. I already heard the excitement in his tone from.
He's an artificer. Of course he's excited.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah,
goblin.
we came across
Oh.
some. We came across some
It was an owl.
mushrooms, and I ate one to see what it did, and it exploded.
Oh my god.
We knew it exploded before you ate it.
I didn't know it exploded.
I just want. Well, yes, you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
right.
like Pop Rocks, but Bernie.
Yeah, it's like pop rocks, but it burns.
I'm pretty sure I tapped them with my boot and they caught on fire, and then you're like, I'll try this.
Oh, spicy mushrooms.
Why is
So-
it spicy?
Would you guys, Morgan and Creed, would you like the opportunity to name these mushrooms, since you were the first to discover them?
I mean, were we
Oz
the
was there
first?
too.
Because I'm pretty sure some of the Volpera use them in fireworks, right?
Yes.
Blasting caps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Blastic caps. I like that.
Ooh.
plastic caps, like death caps, but more excited.
A lot spicy.
Yeah, like death caps, but spicy.
Why is it spicy?
That's a spicy pizza right there.
It's a spicy mushroom.
That would be a fun joke to play on someone. They order something with mushrooms, you didn't put plastic caps in it.
Oh my god. Frequently a blasting caps.
Plastic.
No, I know. That I know from fucking claymores. Whenever I was in the
Yeah,
military, we had to use claymores. It's so much fun to use them. It's not like Call of Duty. They don't have lasers. because then you
No.
fucking trip off with your own teammate.
Don't you
No,
just
they don't.
put a claymore down and then never touch it? Like,
Yeah.
No, it has a wire and a trigger switch that you activate.
and
So-
the range on a claymore is very wide and very long.
I thought they were used as like trip mines. Like you would just
No,
okay.
that's where like the concept of Call of Duty gets it wrong. Is they have a wire that's attached to them, and you have like a think of it like C4 when you throw it out in fucking Call of Duty. That
Yeah,
trigger is the same thing that you use for the claymore, the real life.
It's
So-
called a clacker.
What confuses me is that it requires constant observation to use it properly, and I thought there would be some sort of dead man's switch to just use it as like an effective landmine.
No,
So is
I
it
mean-
used for breaching or zone
it's
control?
used for more along the lines of like you're setting up in a position and you have it set well behind you
Mhm.
just in case if you like
Oh, I
hear
see.
somebody fucking coming up and you observe, hey, is this a hostile, is it not, and if it is, wait a little bit and then fucking click that thing and it will set it off because it's
Yeah.
like it's little beads that'll fucking shoot out.
Yeah, they're all bearings, and
Yeah.
from my understanding, the range on the claymore is very wide and very long.
It
So it uses a radio detonator.
It uses it's a wire detonator.
Okay, wire detonator.
With a clicker.
Yeah.
Or the thing you use in Call of Duty to trigger C4. That
Okay.
thing, it's plugged up to a wire
Okay.
to the C4.
Okay.
Also, I forgot. Yo is gonna go back to the rock and go pick up his short bow because he completely forgot about that.
That's a good idea. As you pick up your short bow, you also know small little sprigs of green growing out of the dead wood.
Damn it! Even on the fucking rock.
Oh, you dropped it on top of the rock?
I had disengaged from that one zombie dude and
Okay.
gone onto the rock.
Yeah, if you
And
just
it
left
was-
it
I
on top of the
didn't-
rock, it wouldn't be affected.
Oh, okay. So I will note that is not affected.
And
The
other
only one with a
things,
control
other things for the world. I did say there were firearms. There's Magitech weapons, and there's things called trash cannons, which are effectively shotguns. They don't require any proficiency to use, and they
You just kind of you stuff whatever you have on hand in it.
bow. Yeah, apparently
Pull
the
the
fucking
trigger.
the pittance. More people used the pittance earlier.
Like you can put a live animal, like say a raccoon, in one
Wow.
and shoot it out and be fine.
Just blast somebody with meat chunks. Oh god, that sounds
Well,
like
no, it's more like a railgun. The raccoon will be fine.
I have another player that likes to take his zombies apart and then shoot the zombie hands at people.
It's like pimp
Nice.
slap with zombie hands.
Yep. And then,
I like your cut, G. Pow.
and then he orders the hands to hold the people so he can shoot them better.
That's fucking funny. I like that.
That's kind of fucked up from the other person's perspective.
Yeah.
This man kicked down the door and started shooting hands at me. I don't know what to do about it.
Do you know what he calls the gun?
Oh god, what does he call it?
His hand cannon.
Oh god.
Yep.
You know what?
Kyo takes more psychic
I
damage from
think
that
I think I took some psychic damage from that.
Right. Since we're on the subject of claymores, this is what originally got me off topic. That there is dynamite and chemical explosives in the game.
Oh, Kyo would
Basically, we're
absolutely-
in Western times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or,
Yeah, it's Western themed. So most things that were
Gotta
around.
make a
here-
minigun.
I mean,
Do that.
you could viably make a Gatling gun.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to move it around because they were not
Yeah.
You could put it in
mobile.
I mean, if you were the turret artificer, sure you could.
That'd be hilarious.
Just put it on Chomper.
You know, there you go. Put it on Tromper and have him control it.
Yep. What's really fun is when the DM really likes that and decides to have bandits that ride rocks and have minigun turrets.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
Now I have to look at Jesus' fucking picture and think of the lonely crab.
The pilgrims used to ride these babies around all day.
Sponge.
And
How do I?
oh, go ahead.
No, it's all good. What's up?
Oh, as far as like the Western stuff, there are some people trying to build a railway. Traditionally, or at least the last 50 years, people have been getting around, or up until the last 50 years, people have been getting around using teleportation circles, but they've all gone offline 50 years ago. And
Was it that far back?
Yeah, 50 years ago is when they went off.
I thought the moonwells were a recent thing that went offline. Like they recently went down.
I may have said that in the past, but consider this an amendment.
All right.
So in that time, people have gotten sick of being isolated, and they're starting to come up with other ways, non-magical ways. And part of that is they're developing railroads. So,
I am going to rob a.
or at least their equivalent.
Not
of
while you're
railroads.
not while you're in my party. You're not.
I've already stolen something from fucking Sai whenever we first interacted.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, he did.
we weren't there at the time, so that's fine.
No, I know.
Yeah.
What did I steal? The artifact from for your god? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how can she can't cast spells without it?
Yeah, that's the holy symbol is kind of important for clerics.
That's the reason she's only cast Healing Word. It's only
Oh, is that
verbal.
how they do that? Oh, okay. Then I just didn't steal it. Me and Cheese talked about it, where we would interact, and I would have stolen that artifact from her. I didn't know. I forgot clerics had to have the artifact to use their abilities.
Yeah,
You don't need it to use all of your abilities, just ones that require material components. And
Yeah.
she only has two spells that use material components.
Healing Ward is one of them, and then the other one is the
No, she can. The only thing that requires Healing Word is only vocal. You only need to be able to speak.
Oh, okay.
Also, Cheese, it's very funny that you chose a Fey-touched elf, because my character is very into the Fey side of things.
Really?
Yes, that's kind of his thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what, he's gonna be obsessed with her or something?
No.
Probably.
It's just I just find it funny you chose something that had to do with the Fey side of with Fey magic, because I'm just like, really? That's
Isn't Morgan also a tiefling, if I remember correctly?
well, she's not a
is
tiefling.
human.
Oh.
Yeah, she's not a tiefling.
So, I need to bring this up now. Is I've been since when I first started the campaign, I didn't have any lore, and I only had a vague idea of what I wanted to do. But since then, I've built out the lore, and it is no longer synchronized with this campaign. The biggest issue is that right now in this world, humans, elves, dragons, and dwarves are all supposed to be extinct. And I know those are some popular races and that some of you are playing them. So what I was thinking about doing is having races that are similar, are analogs to it, but are different in their own right. And then we would just switch over to those homebrew races of something kind of like an elf, but has seen 40,000 years of rapid evolution, or like a human that's a little bit. And right now I've just been writing it off as like, oh, they're all Genasi, or they're all like Tritons, or some close approximation. But what I think I'm gonna have to do is like make some new homebrew races.
Like
Get 3 feet.
Yeah, and then we're all gonna get first level free feats.
I'm currently I'm a normal tiefling,
Mhm.
but at some point I'm going to swap over to a Fey Touch tiefling, or like a Fey tiefling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Fey Touch tiefling. That's like character arc stuff that we're working towards. It's part of the tree thing. It's part of the tree arc.
I'm a goblin.
I didn't even know that your character was a goblin because, like, oh no, actually zooming into it, I can tell that the screen is shit, so I can tell you're a goblin. But just looking at your profile picture, I just see owl.
Yeah,
And
I
I
know.
can't even envision you as
he's a
anything else
goblin.
but an owl.
Yeah, you should see my profile picture in Roll20. It's a bread.
Do what?
Yeah, it's a loaf of bread.
Oh right, yeah, I did see a loaf of bread, and I was wondering who the hell that was.
I was thinking about that, and we've got bread, cheese. All we need is a nice wine and some grapes, and we'd have the ultimate party.
Yeah.
Well, Pornham's coat thingy is purple. So,
Correct.
and grapes are purple.
I will change it to a grape next session. Oh god, I've been spooked.
Gilly boys.
So what are the one shots for next week? Gonna how are they gonna work?
It's gonna be on Wednesday and Thursday, or we can just replace your regular session with it. And the way it'll work is you'll pick one of several mimics, and
Mhm.
then it's up to you to Hollywood horror style murder home invaders.
Oh yes.
So they'll be like the jerk who just is running around smashing Halloween pumpkins, and then they'll be like the horny teenagers, and then the like disbelievers, you know. So
That
yeah.
face when you go to smash a pumpkin and the pumpkin smashes you.
Yeah, and then the people that steal all the candy. And then
Oh god, that don't have to be me.
there'll be people that make fun of other people's costumes.
What, the costumes are gonna be the mimic? Or the person inside the costume will be the mimic?
No, you'll be the mimic, and you can be whatever you want at that point.
Cheese would probably be the horny teen.
You know, I'll be honest, if I were a mimic, I wouldn't even bite people. I would just lick them as they came by.
Oh God. That's horrible.
Or I'd be an Iron Maiden, but instead of spikes, hands.
Oh.
That sounds inappropriate.
Could you imagine being thrown into an Iron Maiden expecting spikes and getting hands instead?
Just caressing you all over.
Yeah.
Just the hands on your face is slowly
And
caressing.
they're
your
not
face.
even dry hands.
Honestly, that sounds more uncomfortable than the spikes.
They're,
Yeah.
they're not even dry hands. They're like clammy hands.
Oh.
Oh god.
What kind? Who did this to you?
Why are you like this?
Why have you become the way you are?
I would almost prefer the spikes to clammy hands.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be a quick death, that's for sure.
They
Yeah,
rubbed me the wrong way.
I don't think it would be that.
No, the spike.
Yeah, no. Even with this, I'm not sure how quick the spikes would be, but I don't think it'd be. You.
So,
you
if we were talking about, it depends on the person, because there's a small person, depends on how, like, blood loss.
yeah.
If it's a bigger person, then it's probably going to go into, like, the spinal cord or the cerebral cortex and just kill them.
Wow.
Or it'd be comatose, and then blood loss. Both works, too.
Hey, I made
And
a
then you
custom.
get-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I said, and then you get hands.
Hands.
Yeah.
Man.
Exciting.
I made
Alright,
a custom or a homebrew race. It's called Rattan, and they're like rat mouse people.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys want to give it a look and tell me if
I
it looks
would,
bad
I
or
would love
good?
to see what it looks like.
Okay.
I did look at it and I thought it looked pretty good.
The
It's
only
just-
reason I kind of guess it was a rat because Rattata.
Rattata.
Pokemon. Rattata.
Sorry, what was that, Maxine?
I said I did take a look at it when you had sent it to me, and I thought it was good. I think I was just busy or something
Okay.
at the time.
Yeah, how about it?
Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna go though.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks for playing. Have a good weekend.
Yeah. I'll see y'all later.
All right. See you, Blue. Oh, and I put a donation thing up on the landing screen.
Yeah, I see.
Some of you donated, and I really appreciate that. Thank you.
When
What
I
are we
get
donating?
paid, I will donate.
What was that?
I said when I get paid again, I will donate.
Oh.
You just have to send me the thing for me to be able to do so.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's on the landing screen. Oh, you're not in here anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but
Oh,
Oh
no.
no, I'm gonna come back in one sec.
also, Cheese and Porum, there's an RP text chat here, so we can RP outside of sessions.
No,
Yes.
I saw that.
It should you want to do like RP stuff.
I got you.
Okay.
I am launching back in
Oh, yes. I see it.
Uno Momento.
Hey Lee, what is the main component if I'm gonna try and making a steam-powered carriage cart?
You'll need a fire elemental, a greater fire elemental.
Begin.
Yeah, big one.
Yep, you're gonna need a big boy, a thick boy.
And
I
you'll
like
have to go into some of the lost ruins. There's the civilizations that existed 40,000 years ago lived in giant arcologies, huge city buildings. In the depths of those lost cities, elementals rage. It'd be a good place to find them.
I have a question.
Okay.
Who is the hyena person and then the other elf-like person?
Players that died.
Well, yeah, I know that one. I was just meaning, is it like one of y'all's that y'all had before?
The elf person is.
Okay.
That was Morgan's or Vermin Quest's previous character.
Okay.
She got decapitated by a
Oh.
lizard man
Wow.
with his mouth.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes,
Also,
we then tracked him down, and I took some of his skin to make some leather for my raccoon.
Interesting.
Also, I like looking at Creed's fucking like thing because then I see the little mouse right next to it.
Yeah, that's Nibbles. She's not actually a mouse; she's a pixie, but she's cursed.
Oh.
So mouse. Of course, I'm trying to make her not a mouse.
Let me make this clear: not a mouse, but looks like a mouse.
Yes, that's why. Like, she can walk on her hind legs, and she can understand and write common, but she can't speak it because mouse.
Mouse.
Yes.
And like and I gave her a cactus spine that I carved into a rapier because she's a duelist.
Oh, Creed, after you picked up those spines and went to, the little twigs,
Mhm.
you went to save them, you opened your pack, and Nibbles wasn't there.
She wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Well, that's alarming. She's usually nearby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about forgetting her because she takes care of that herself.
Yep.
I assume she was with me when we left.
The last time you remember seeing her was before you meditated at the tree.
Just a banded nibble.
Well, that's usually not a problem because she's relatively smart. So she usually just she's usually within earshot. So I don't have to do a lot of worrying.
But now you do.
Well, yeah, because she's not there.
High maintenance pet.
What?
Well, she's not high maintenance because she maintains herself. She's a lot like Tinkerbell, but a little bit more emotionally stable.
Oh.
Yeah.
She doesn't fly off the handle too often.
No.
But she's a better Tinkerbell is.
Lee?
Yes?
No. We were gonna work on my thing so I can set up so where I can actually do the stuff that y'all are doing.
Okay. So I just put a link for a campaign link for for D&D Beyond. So if you want to make a character sheet there, well, it's not that having a character sheet is the issue. It's the translation between the phone.
Well, yeah, but like I already have the sheet for mine. The second one I should have sent it.
I'm gonna head off now.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, I sent you the second one. But,
Hey, I'm gonna head out and let you guys figure out what you need to figure out.
All right, Chris. Have a good night.
I'll see you.
All right, good night. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So just what'd you guys think?
I
liked
enjoyed it. It was fun.
I did not like the part that I kind of fucked you over and making you have to roll for me, which I do apologize for that.
Yeah, same. I'm sorry. I had no idea what the hell I was doing.
Well, that's all right. Stuff like that happens, and I'm just glad that you are willing to work through that. And
Yeah. I mean, I miss fucking doing D&D. The last fucking D&D campaign I did, it was really fucking scuffed.
Mhm.
Like, bad.
What happened?
It was one. Well, we had a fucking dumbass DM who didn't know what he was doing.